Many times, the mafia, they're like cancer, no cure.
You should stay out of other people's business.
Whatever it is you and your friends do it somewhere else.
You warning me?
I'm preparing you.
Is that a Timex?
No, it's a boot.
That's the median nerve that I'm compressing. That's a level 3. You don't want it to go to a level 4.
You seem like a man who understands violence.
I like this place. You can't take that from me.
I can take anything I want.
Police found multiple dead bodies on that farm in Sicily. Did you kill him?
9 seconds. Do I look like a killer?
I know you gonna dig this.
Yo, Tyke. Arcade chat.
Bone shaking and contaminate this. Bone shaking and contaminate this. Bone shaking and contaminate this. Skull upset. No, I done set. Back at the class, man, on the subject. England gal in order to be my one rough. But you know drunk yet. Drift the cone now, that makes you get upset. Yo, I'm money on the subject. Yo, I'm money on the subject. Who have he?
Yo, Tyke.
DJ Easy run the show.
Arcade chat.
Bone shaking and contaminate the skull upset. No, I done set. Back of the class, man, on the subject. England gal in order to be my one rough. But you know drunk yet. Drift the cone now, that makes you get upset. Yo, I'm money on the subject. Yo, I'm money on the subject. Grab card, bad dad, spin down, low fried. Ha, silence, hold on, cry on. Idiot fell lady, new pan belly, can't hold pan belly. 9 years now, send him down. Me have the soul, she's skull of good credit. Bone shaking and contaminate the skull upset. No, I done set. Back of the class, man, on the subject. England gal in order to be my one rough.
Touch the road records.
But you know drunk yet. Drift the cone now, that makes you get upset. Yo, I'm money on the subject. Yo, I'm money on the subject. My clutch a gal a Barbie. Hot like a Versace. Cologne stink like me at that. Girl, I scream out father. She was getting bad, what me rock Prada. Moschino shirt, jeans Zara. Yard on me use make it harder. Big up Las Vegas, Nevada. Bone shaking and contaminate the skull upset. No.
He's my one-man death squad. Do you really believe that he's immortal?
No, he just refuses to die.
The neighborhood.
No, I done set. Back of the class, man, on the subject. England gal in order to be my one rock. But you know drunk yet. Drift the cone now.
Z, you old. We gonna fight.
Sorry.
Like, I don't understand.
Someone asked me to send it to them.
Um.
They said their YouTube thing wasn't working, so they said send it to them.
So in the meantime, yeah. You already know it's your boy DJ Easy, and we are live and direct with another episode of Talent Over Hype, people. So, listen, before we start, let me mute this. Let me mute that. All right. Before we start, I want to say thank you to everybody that was tuning in earlier. I was at the radio station 99.3. We had some amazing guests that pulled up. Shout out Panama Dime. Shout out Feisty. Shout out Sha Rose. They are amazing artists that's probably going to attack the airwaves really, really, really soon. And I wanted to say, you know what, I thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to be the first DJ that you wanted to interview with. So I got to shout it out for y'all, right? Also, yeah, shout it out for them, right? Tonight, we're going to be at 9508 Church Avenue, Full Fat Friday. Shout out Ronnie Vibe, shout out DJ Ron the Answer, shout out DJ Styles, and you know the one and only DJ Easy is going to be there. I'll probably be there like around 12 o'clock after I'm done this, because this is live. You know, I do everything live, right? Tomorrow, we're going to be at Carnival Saturdays, 8920 Avenue D. 8920 Avenue D. Get your tickets. I will not be at the door to save anybody, right? So, we're going to start. I'm going to introduce the ladies to my left, your right, starting with you. A return breezy angels, you know what I'm saying? A return. So let's go. Let's get it.
Hi guys, my name is Zenith. I am an artist, right? I'm an artist. She tells me what I am all the time. I'm an artist and actress, and I guess I'm funny.
Come on now. We talked about this.
What? All right, you said meaty. I'm meaty. Concise. But yeah, that's me.
What about you, Gorgeous? What you got going on?
Hi, you guys. My name is Gorgeous with 2 S's, and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm currently working on a little clothing line, some leggings. Yeah,
always the big one. I'm a big clothing line. Let's go.
What she say? You know. Yeah, so I'm also a business consultant. I'm currently an executive assistant for a mental health clinic, and also personality.
Okay, that sounds dope.
Hey y'all, I'm T-Mommy. I'm an accountant, model, and an actress. Y'all can find me on Instagram on T-Mommy, 2Is_.
Woo woo! Hey guys, my name is Esme, short for Esmeralyn. I'm very, very Dominican, I think. In Spanish. I am the president of Breezy's Angels. I trade full time and I teach people how to trade. And I'm also a life coach, y'all. So if you need that life,
that's
okay. I'm also a mom to my ladies.
Yeah.
That is super dope. That is super dope. So. Where you going after this? You said you had something jumping on. What you got going on after this? Let the people know what's going on.
So I'm gonna go watch the one and only Mentalist in the city. He's super, super dope. And after that, we're gonna go to Red District. Yeah, let's go. We outside.
Always outside.
And guys, on Sunday I'm gonna be at Lit Steak Party with Bernice.
Saturday.
Is it her birthday or something like that?
Her birthday already passed.
She Aries or Taurus?
I have no idea.
The 29th. It's the 29th.
It's like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's
29th.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's it. None of y'all got no events tonight. No bartending gigs, no
The
movie gigs.
ladies are with me.
Oh yeah,
always.
That too, you guys are also bottle service. Yeah.
See that?
And we have an
and
event
y'all be
coming
like,
up
oh,
soon.
Easy don't never give me a chance to, you know what I'm saying? I'll give y'all a chance to say what y'all got going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start like this. So, would you ever be in a situation to where you feel like you can share your man, right? And I'm a preference it, right? So we're dealing with, you ladies are dealing with the man that you want. You're not gonna give him up for nobody, right? It's not no fly-by-night dude. It's just somebody where, you know what, I can't let him go. And he proposed you with a scenario that said, you know what, babe, I want to bring another girl in the relationship. How would you ladies feel about that? Are you willing to say, yo, you're gonna share your man? I'm gonna start with you, Z.
I've never been in that situation, so I'm gonna say no. I don't like to share what's mine. If I'm willing to share it, then it's not really mine. I'm willing to spread it around.
Mm-hmm. So you're willing to let him go? Basically, what you're saying.
No, he just gets demoted.
Huh?
He gets demoted until I'm emotionally unattached.
Did you hear what I said? So I'm gonna preference this again. Let me repeat what I'm
You say
saying.
you're not letting him go, girl.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't let him go, but we could play if he's gonna do it anyway. Amanda's gonna do what he wants to do regardless. So if he wants to, until I'm emotionally so unattached that I don't give a fuck, and then that's it.
So
I'm my next man.
Okay, maybe you probably missed how I prefaced it, right?
We would do that. She would do that.
Maybe you missed. I don't know. Maybe you probably missed. So I'm gonna do it again, right? This is the man you're not letting go. This is the man you're not letting go.
What makes me not let him go, though? Every man is expendable.
I mean, but I just told you. Hear the scenario, probably, right? The man you're not. This is the man you're not letting go, right? For nothing. And he said, "Yo, Z, we came to the point in a relationship where I want to add another girl." Now, after you understood that, heard all of that, are you still willing to say, "Oh, I'm going to walk away," knowing that this is the man that you really want?
No, I would just add more into the relationship, so he can have a girl, I can have a next man. Like, I'm just not gonna, you know what I mean? Like that connection, I don't want to. Like, that's where I'll turn selfish, and I'll just be like, all right, you do what you want, so I'm gonna keep you around till I don't care for you being around anymore.
So my next question is that: do you really want another man? This is the man you want. Everybody else is trash.
There's 7 billion people out there. I can want a man. I can want a woman.
Out of 7 billion, this is the man you want. People get married every day.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Well, can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was married, and my husband and I, our connection was out of this world. The sex was amazing. Like, I felt like if I wasn't with him, I was never gonna breathe. And I actually decided to bring another person because he knew my body and he made me so happy. So it was just like, why not? And I was completely happy with doing so. However, he cheated on me. So when he cheated on me, that was over, and I let him go. So I think that if we're in a space where we're both great, absolutely. But once you break those boundaries, then you gotta go, buddy. Because a partnership is about being able to be comfortable and honest and trustworthy. You're trustworthy. If I can't trust you because you're gonna do whatever, then I don't want you. But if we can kind of commit to, we're gonna play around. Sure.
So let me ask you something. You said the connection was out of this world. You said everything was good.
Amazing.
So basically, if he didn't get caught, he would have still had his cake and eat it too, essentially.
Right.
So basically, the only thing that changed is that you knew about it.
Right, and also that I had the control. He wasn't asking me. He wasn't putting me in a situation where I felt like he needed someone else. It was we were both so content with each other. We're happy. It's just like, okay, she's pretty. Let's do us, because we were good with each other. We had that communication. You know how you can tell your friends anything when you try to hide it from your mate? We didn't have that. If he thought somebody was attractive, he would tell me, "Oh yeah, I think she's attractive too. What's up?"
So basically, what I'm hearing is that if he never cheated, you would have still been good.
Yeah.
So now, after he cheated, does it really matter?
It does matter. Because
the only thing that changes is that you know.
No, you break the bond. Because you want to be on my back. I'm no longer in a safe space. Because that means that you don't value me enough to continue to be open with me. We lose our friendship and we lose our bond.
Okay, I get that. I get that you lose your friendship and you lose your bond.
You're supposed to be the one person in the world that don't have to protect myself.
Okay.
Because I'm fighting the world.
So now, if we would have told you, if we would have told you, Esme, I'm bringing that little girl in, would you have stayed?
Absolutely. Like, if we like, we both, you know what I'm saying? We both like the girl, like, let's do what we do.
Okay, so basically, I don't have to ask you this question, that you would have shared your man.
You know why? Because I feel like when you have the connection that him and I had, I felt, at least in my eyes, I was good with us doing everything together. So it's not sharing, because our bond, it doesn't matter if he has sex with anybody else. What we have, nobody can touch. So yeah.
So pretty much you were like, it's me and him sharing her.
Exactly. She's sharing us.
Yeah.
We are one. We are
so
my husband.
It's more so of a trust thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I could deal with that. I mean, I could get that.
No other woman
I can deal with that. I mean, okay. So gorgeous. What about you? Would
I've
you?
actually been in that situation before.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Because
Because obviously you're not in that situation anymore. So how did you mess up?
I did not mess up.
Okay.
He came to me. He said, "Hey, I want to do a poly thing." I was devastated because I'm kind of like old school. I'm more like meet and eat and that's it, you know. And maybe I'll bring you a stripper here. Maybe I'll hire somebody later down the line in Indonesia. You know. You know. And what ended up happening was at first I wasn't with it, and then one day my homegirl picked me up. She was like, "Come on, we going shopping." We went out for some hot clothes. And then I called some guy that had been, you know, hitting me up for a while. And I said, I'm ready. So, it pretty much turned.
You're ready to cheat, pretty much.
When I was ready for the poly thing he asked for, I was giving it to him.
Okay.
I was ready. Let me start. Because this is the thing, like, we had lived together. So I didn't want it to be like, I'm in the house, I'm crying, I'm boo-hooing, and then like you outdoing you, and I'm so sad. So bump that, I'm gonna catch me a guy that's better than you, probably doing better than you, and we gonna have a good time, and we gonna be mano y mano. I'm not about to sit there crying over you.
So what happened?
What happened? He didn't like it.
He didn't like that you was down?
No, he couldn't believe it. Actually, when I called him, I said, "Listen, so yeah, I'm ready to do this poly thing, you know, fine." He was like, "Can I ask you a question? Who are you with?" And I said, "Who am I with? I'm with my business." But really, I was with my best friend. Like, we were driving or whatever. I was just like, I'm getting out this situation. And then it turned into, it was a very toxic situation, I could say. And I think anytime a man comes to you with that, the relationship is pretty much done.
I don't believe so.
You don't think so?
I don't believe so, but I'm gonna get to that. Clip note that. I don't believe so.
Okay.
T-Mommy.
Hey.
Yeah. Yo, listen, if you watch one of the previous episodes, this is the Queen Vanessa right here. Queen Vanessa, finessing like everything and everybody. So, I'm gonna repeat my original question. This is the man that you're not gonna give up, no matter how much money you finesse it from other niggas. All right? And he's like, yo, I want to bring another girl in. How you gonna navigate that scenario?
Listen, I'm all with Esme. I'm willing to bring a girl in as long as that trust and respect is there. But it would be very transactional. It would be very, as far as either we go out and we go take a girl out and get her drunk and we all get drunk and have a great time and enjoy the night.
She gotta go.
And then she gotta go. There's no exchanging numbers. There's no shady shit. And as soon as there is that shady shit, I will let you go in 2 seconds. Like,
One, done.
Because there's a lot of men that don't have the opportunity with women that think the way that I do. So if I'm giving you that opportunity and opening those doors for our relationship so we can stay strong and keep growing together, and you ruin that, I don't know. I'm good after that. So I'm willing, as long as, that trust and respect is there.
So, trust and respect is what's going to allow 3 out of 4 women on the panel to bring another man in. That's pretty interesting. Because most women will be like, oh, just like Z. No, I ain't bringing no other girl in. But the reason why I asked y'all that, follow up, what I mean? Do you think that you can be everything that you want for the man that you want? Do you think that you could be everything for that man, for the man that you want? And that's a very deep question.
So I think, I'm sorry. So I think, personally, I feel like you're never a cup full, honestly. You have to be willing to be with people that you mesh with. And I feel like nowadays people don't take the time out to actually meet someone because you have all these ideals. I was in another podcast and they asked me like, what do you bring to the table? And I was like, I don't bring shit to the table because I'm not here trying to sell you me. I'm here to allow you to see who I am and see if I mesh with you. And I'm gonna do the same thing. So with that being said, I'm everything to the man that's seeking someone like me. That may be for that person and may not be for the world. Do you understand? So I feel like if you mesh, you mesh. If you click with that person, then you absolutely do.
I mean, I feel like, you know, you said something earlier, but I do feel like we are pretty much selling ourselves to people.
I'm not doing that.
Right? And the reason why I say that, because everybody here is a brand. Everybody here is representing who they are, and when we meet somebody new, we are putting what we call that facade first.
That's the
right?
problem right there.
But that's what
I
people
made
do.
that mistake all my life.
That's what people do.
I made that mistake all my life. All my life, I've been in relationships where I was yelling and screaming, nobody's gonna love you like me. I do this for you and I do that for you. And it didn't keep the man there. You know why? Because when a man sees who you are, he already knows that. So you don't have to sell yourself. If you approach me, there's already something you saw in me that you wanted. So there's no need for me to go the extra mile and try to sell myself to you. You understand? The more you spend time with me, the more you're around me, the more you're gonna actually see. So that's just a typical mistake that, especially us women, we always want a man to know how good we are. Men already know. Men naturally know who you are, and the more time they spend with you, and the more time they see how you move, they know what's up. I'm not selling myself to nobody.
So I forgot what I was asking you, but I'm gonna ask you something. I'm gonna ask T Mommy something, right? Do you feel like you're a product, and do you feel like you put yourself? Do you feel like you're selling something to the public of men?
No. I mean, to be honest, I'm myself. Whenever I do meet someone, I let them know very briefly who I am. But I don't like to get into that because it's like, I do a lot. So I kind of just like people to know who I am as a person. I don't need to sit here and tell you what I do for a living, where I live, what I drive, none of that. Like, all of that, you'll see it eventually if I allow you close enough to my circle. So when I do meet somebody, I want them to know who I am as a person. And usually people fuck with me, people think I'm cool as hell. So I don't know.
What about you, Gorgeous? Do you feel like you're a product? Do you feel like you're a product amongst the marketplace of men?
A product, like something that they want to buy, kind of thing.
I mean, essentially, but go ahead, yeah.
I mean, I guess. I mean, we all are, right? The guy's a product. I'm a product. Everyone's a product. I mean, anytime, really, statistics says like 90% of a person's perception is when they first see you. So I would definitely say we're all products. You look at anything, you might want it or you might not want it. And that goes back to what she was saying, like even about selling yourself and whatnot. You don't have to do that. You are who you are. You are, like, even the brand, it's in you. It's not something that you can fake or try to, like, you can't change it. You shouldn't change it. It is what it is.
So I would say that, you know, all the women on the panel are products because, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel like all the women on the panel are products and all the women in the world, right? I told you I was gonna say things to piss y'all off, right? You know what I'm saying? But I will say that because, like, you said something very important that I was going to get into. You said the word buy, right? Men buy women. Do you know how men buy women? With marriage. We technically buy you because now we know for sure that, and you was previously married. Now we know for sure this is going to be the one person that we put all of our financial investment in, no matter what. Prove it to you, right? How much of the bills did you pay?
I don't pay bills.
Okay, so now your husband at the time paid all of the bills. Was he not buying? Not necessarily buying your affection, but was he not buying into?
He was providing for his family.
Yeah, but part of the providing was buying into his investment that you would be his wife, his supporter, his rock, the person that he could lean on. You could go fuck 1,000 bitches, right? But he wasn't putting money into them and saying, even if he did, I paid the hotel room, I took out the drink, but he wasn't buying into that. He wasn't buying into the moral contract that you and moral and legal contract that you signed and said, yo, I'm gonna be your wife forever, quote unquote. Right. You know how that go, right? But I'm just saying, but even so, you said you didn't pay no bills, so he provided for you, he protected for you, he provided for you.
He's still to this day, I would tell anybody that regardless of what he chose to do, he was always a great man to me. Like I don't have fuckboy stories. Men treat me well.
So do you understand why I say women are products and men buy into women with marriage?
But it's all about perception. You interpret it that way. I feel like in my eyes, men are appealing. Like to me, men are the closest things to God. Like that's just to me. So I feel like a man it's in his nature to protect me. And God, he's not buying anything. He feels like that's his duty. You know, it's almost like people who go to the army to serve their country. The men that I know, they want to take care. They want to take care of their women. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like he was buying into anything. He was doing what he felt like as a man he should do for the lady in his life.
A real man, at least, because I feel like there's a lot of men out here that they're not doing nothing. They're not even trying to buy their way in or trying to.
And that's why I said
they feel like, you know, them just simply taking a girl out for dinner and paying for a dinner. It's like, oh no, we gotta split the time because this is a mutual thing. Like that's not how it goes.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
I don't think it's buying. I think it's more so courting.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's courting. No, I'm not gonna ride with you on that.
So you don't
Why not?
I think it is courting.
So you don't court?
I court and I also buy.
So which one?
I think
which
it's
one?
courting to get.
Can you just break down to
Women court men
y'all.
also.
But go
I
ahead.
don't think marriage is buying.
Marriage is buying.
Because if the woman makes more, then is she buying him?
Right, and that's
okay. Hold on. Let's get into that. What is the percentage of women that make more than men, versus men make more than women?
I don't know because I
Okay,
didn't
I'm
do
gonna tell
the
you.
research
Right? I'm gonna tell you. Women make 83 cents on the dollar that every man makes.
Okay.
All right. What's it called? 85 to 87% of women make less than $75,000 a year. Right. Then when you go into the $50,000 category, it's like 80% of women make less than $50,000 a year than more. So if no matter what degree field, no matter what business field that you go into, you're always going to earn less than a man, and that's just the wage gap that women have been fighting since equal rights.
Right.
I'm all for it. I definitely want women to have equal rights, but as it is right now, 2023, there's a wage gap. Is that something that's not been? Is that something that's new to y'all?
Statistically, I'm sorry.
No, but that's not really acknowledging what you just said.
Legally,
No, I am. I'm gonna get into that. Yeah.
Statistically, I'm assuming it's legally. There's a lot of women out here that we're making way more money than men off the books.
Can I? Right.
I'm gonna answer her question. I just wanted to. No, hold on. I'm gonna answer her question. I just wanted because she said. Because I'm gonna answer her question because she said, "Well, what if the woman is making more?" And I just wanted to go into something, right? So it's not gonna be the majority of the times that the woman is making more than the man. It's not gonna be the majority of the times.
But can I also say,
Right. So now, for the times that when a woman is making more than a man, then of course, by all means, she will be buying into the relationship. By all means, I have no problem with that. Now, but if you want to talk about like how majority of the relationships go, how many first dates have you paid for? None. You ain't gotta answer that. I can answer it for you. None. So
who's one?
Okay, one out of how many first dates have you been on in your life? Exactly my point.
I pay for dates.
No. First dates. First
I've
dates.
paid for first
I'm
dates.
pretty sure I paid for first dates.
Okay.
I paid for first dates.
How many first dates? If you want, okay, we're gonna play that game. How many first dates have you paid for versus men have paid for?
More
Wait,
so.
what?
You paid.
More so.
So you paid for more first dates than the man has paid for.
See, what?
Then you dating the wrong man. And that's
That is a fact. I have dated the wrong man.
You're dating the wrong man.
I have dated the wrong man.
I can't do nothing about that. That is nothing that we gonna
No, but
tackle
that's
on
on me. That's on me because I tend to demasculate men a lot.
Oh no.
I have a big problem with demasculating men because I feel like.
I mean, it's a thing.
Okay, we're
It's
gonna
a
get
thing.
you therapy. This is not what we
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is not the therapy
No, we're
session.
not doing
But if
that.
you do want to talk one-on-one, you know, so we can have a
We
private
got you.
Zoom session.
We got you.
We don't pay for first dates.
Exactly,
I know.
baby.
Unless we're proving points.
You know what I mean? And listen,
Unless we're proving
ladies,
points.
I feel like I'm
I
always
ain't
proving
talking
a
to
point.
you, but ladies, if you're paying for first dates, that is poor pussy management. You
Cut
should
that guy
never
off.
pay for first dates.
I agree.
Never.
I agree because it says a
Right.
lot about a man that'll allow you to do that.
All right.
Absolutely.
And
I'm gonna switch gears.
So
real
y'all
quick.
can take it how you want to.
Wait, I think you wanted to say something. What did you want to say? Or did I?
Yeah, you kind of. Yeah.
I'm gonna pay for mine.
You're not gonna hear from me again.
So.
Oh, I do.
Pretty
what I wanted
much.
to ask you,
Yeah,
what is
no,
the
no.
difference? Is there a difference because of a man or a woman?
What do you mean?
As far as the courting, the difference between courting and
All right.
buying.
So now, okay. So I'm gonna answer that statement, but with a series of questions that's relevant to y'all, right? Because you guys are here. Would you rather a man lead or a woman lead?
A man.
So that's the obvious difference right there. If you obviously want a man to lead, he's gonna pay for the first date. He's gonna plan it. He's gonna have things for you to do. He's gonna make you feel like you're wanted. He's gonna make the first move. He's gonna be affectionate, assertive, and you know what I mean, and charming, charismatic. Now, if you want to flip that, how would a woman court a man?
It's too masculine.
Thank you.
I
Now, well, answer. Ask me. You can answer.
So I'm gonna give you guys from like my life perspective. So I've been in relationships where we've been at the table and I allow the man to pay, and then like I'll cash app him. You know, after like when we get back, or I'll gift him something. Not to take away from what he has, but just to let him know, like, baby, I appreciate you. I got your back. I've also taken my man on lavish vacations, or I've done the shopping and packed the bags and the birthday parties, because I feel like you can't take the responsibility away from a man, because then he loses kind of focus of what he's supposed to be doing, and then I feel like men get relaxed real quick. So I always give a man responsibility, but I always let him know that he's loved and appreciated. So I think courting a man, there's ways, not like we're with a group of our friends and I'm like, nah, here you go, or nah, don't pay. I would never tell a man not to pay for me, or no, I got it. I will allow him to pay and do what he got to do, and then I'll reciprocate.
Now, I'm gonna ask you a very important question. When you was doing all of these things, was that before or after sex?
It was after.
It was after.
But the sex wasn't the people that I'm saying. It wasn't because they was rocking my world.
Not because it's smart.
Yeah, it wasn't that. Trust me, it wasn't because of the D. I wasn't digmatized. It wasn't.
But you see, that's the thing though. Before sex is a problem. You would never do none of those things before sex.
That's not true.
That's not
true.
You would put in a heavy financial investment in a man before you had sex with him.
Yeah. So I just came out of.
Call Cap on the plane.
No, I swear. Look. I just came, and my friends will tell you. I just spent a year and change not having sex because it was like self-reflecting, self-growth, whatever. And within that time, I was meeting men and I was going on dates and I was actually spending money because just like you, I liked your company and maybe today was your birthday and I wanted to do something nice, and there was no sex involved because I had to learn not to be controlled by sex. Like I always use sex as control because I know my shit is, you know what I'm saying?
She said she got that wild.
You know, so. We have a little bit more experience, and I'm 37. I'm an old woman, okay? So now I know that sex doesn't control me. So yeah, I would definitely spend the money. It's just like going out with your girls and paying for their dinner. Yeah, that's true.
Well, the only reason why I say that is that most women don't make that heavy financial investment before sex because they don't even know if the relationship is legitimate. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly and truly, if that was a thing, then you would see massive amounts of women paying for first dates, going on lavish trips, flying out men, and they would just be like, well, I don't gotta do shit. I already got the most. Now, is that common though? I'm not just saying like what you did was not nice, because it was nice, and if you succeeded in being with the man that you wanted at the time that you were doing that for, that's great. Kudos. But is that the norm?
I don't think it's a norm because I feel like a lot of women feel entitled. And I don't feel like a lot of women really know how to. I don't feel like we're taught how to honestly treat a man and allow a man to be in his masculine space.
You read the question.
I did?
Now go ahead, I'm messing with you.
No, I'm sorry. But I don't feel like a lot of women are taught. And I speak about this all the time because like I opened the statement saying I love men. Men to me have always put me in great positions. So I feel like I was never taught how to allow a man to lead me. So I had to go through a lot of effed up situations to realize like, okay, I gotta be more gentle because that's where my power is at. you know, and a man is gonna increase his power when I treat him right. So instead of thinking like I'm entitled, I need to understand that there's things that I can do to get everything I want from a man by making him feel superior and great and like a leader.
You gotta open up a school. You gotta open up a school.
I talk to him about it all the time.
T Mommy, I'm asking you a question. Do you really want to know the truth? The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Absolutely.
Do you want the truth?
Absolutely.
Can you handle it?
Yes. Listen, I've been in long-term relationships my whole life, and I feel like I learned a lot from each and every single one of them. They were all learning experiences. And one thing, before I would say I would want to hear the truth, and I wasn't able to handle it. He'll tell me the truth. I'll go asking questions like, oh, did you text her? Were you calling? Everything. And then when they'll tell me, I'll bring it up for years. I won't stop talking about it. I'll make both of our lives miserable. And then I learned that all of those things got me absolutely nowhere. So now I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, now I'm able to understand people on a different level, where you coming to me with the truth, you have that love, and whether you did it, whatever, you had the balls to do whatever it was that you had to do, but now you're having that courtesy to at least come to me and tell me and give me the choice of figuring out what I want to do with the truth. Whether it's be with you, leave, or whatever it is, whether it's in friendships or whatever it is, at least you're giving me that courtesy of deciding what I want to do with you after I know the truth. And I respect the truth. I feel like if you do something, have the balls to do it. And that's it. What are you scared of? You scared of little old me?
Okay. Now say that. Gorgeous, do you really want to know the truth? That's a real question.
Okay.
Think about it, right? Really think about it. Do you really want to know the truth?
I want to know only 2 times. Like, if I'm the main, I want to know the truth. Did you start talking to somebody else? Because I just want to know if I'm being prioritized. It's all about how you're treating me at the end of the day. So if you're treating me good, I don't want to know the truth. I don't want to see your phone. I don't want you to see my phone.
Ignorance is bliss.
I'm being serious.
Because as soon as you get the truth, you're gonna be like, how dare you?
Let me tell you. But that's what I'm saying. I don't really want to know. I don't want to be going through his phone. I don't want to be knowing nothing. I just want to know, how are you treating me, babe? When I need something, are you there? All right, can I call you to pick me up from the airport at 6 in the morning? Can I depend on you? Are you reliable?
That is the truth.
Do you know to drop the hoe off before you get to me?
Does she know she
a one night stand?
And she knows she's the side bitch, and we're good.
Okay, listen, let me tell you, ignorance is bliss, and I would like to stay blissful because I done been through some shit. Yeah. Okay? I done been through some shit. I probably put somebody through some shit. Let me tell you, I learned my lesson, and I feel like I'm a lot more wiser for it. And I don't want to know nothing. Just move how you move. I'm gonna move how I move, but make sure you have respect for me at the end of the day.
Right.
So listen, we're gonna take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
Right, quick commercial break.
Okay.
Go into some music. You know what I mean? Fix the stream just a little bit, and we're gonna get right back to the conversation.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's
right,
an
Mike's
interesting. We all like.
I know you gonna dig this.
Yo, Tyke. Arcade Chat.
Bone shaking and come and make this. Bone shaking and come and make this. Bone shaking and come and make this. Skull upset. No, I done set. Back at the class, man, on a subject. England girl in order to be my one rough. But you know drunk yet, drift the cone now and make she get upset. You want money on the subject. You want money on the subject. Ooh, ha, he.
Yo, tired.
DJ Easy run the show.
Arcade.
We are back. Let me just unmute everything for everybody. We are back. Okay. We are back live, right? So, Gorgeous says she wants to know the truth.
She said she does not.
Oh, so you say you didn't want to know the truth, right? As long as you know that you're the main.
I'm being prioritized.
And you're being prioritized. So, does that go into you, the first question that I asked, where as long as you don't know if the girl is around?
I mean, my thing is, I don't want you to have somebody else. But.
Innocent ass bitch. But.
Like,
big old butts.
Don't let me find out.
So is that because you think men are just they all cheat? So you're at this point it's just like whatever.
I feel like a man will keep you as long as he wants to. Just keep you in his little back pocket right there, like.
So what's wrong with being in the back pocket?
I'm not meant for a back pocket. You sit on your back pocket. I need to be on a ladder.
Your wallet is in your back pocket and you pull it out because you got your most important stuff, right?
My wallet's in my purse.
I mean, men got their wallet in their back pocket.
New age men have it right here on the side.
Because they're wearing a purse. You want a man that's wearing a purse?
They get stolen in the back pocket.
Wait. You want a man that's wearing a purse?
No.
Exactly. So real men keep their wallet in their back pocket.
We're not man.
And like I said, if I'm the wallet in the back pocket, it gets stolen in the back pocket. That's what pickpocketers do. Right.
I think we just want everything to be fair. Like
that's how.
Like if you doing you, let me be aware.
Yeah, let me do me too.
So I could do the same.
Because I'm a good girl. Like I'll sit there, I'll be super loyal to you.
Right.
Are you really a good girl?
I'm a very.
How many men is in your DM right now?
What does that do with it?
Got a lot to do with it.
How many of them are married?
What they got to do with me, though? The men in my DM, what do they have to do with me?
Okay.
You know, it's all about your response and like honestly, if you're actually going out with these guys, because like everybody likes for them to like feel good. It's like opening up a door. Oh hey paparazzi, hey what's up?
I feel like
what's up? Yeah, I'm cute. Okay.
Our choices are. I feel like the prettier we are and the more we got going for ourselves, the slimmer the dating pool.
I like that because my next question is, and I want to start off with you, right? What are some pretty girl problems?
People assume we're all a certain way when they don't realize that we're just as sensitive and insecure as everyone else.
So I think you're fairly attractive. I think you're very pretty.
Appreciate that.
Beautiful. Right? So how do you navigate picking the right man?
I don't. Obviously, we just talked about that. Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, because you're not using your pretty. No,
I'm not. But that's why I'm so against using my looks for certain things that I just end up making the wrong decisions. But that's not on them. That's on me.
You know
what?
Don't worry,
I'm coaching her through it.
Right.
I think you need to start.
I think I'm gonna be right there with you, cause
I
don't like hearing that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it every day.
Hey, listen.
She gonna be like, I'm going on a date. No, don't you say that, Bill.
I would tell Trees every time I make
I'm about to start a proper pussy management school, right? And I
proper pussy management.
Proper pussy management, and I can teach all the girls how to manage their pussy properly.
Pussy
right?
consultant.
PPM 101.
POP number 1. Pop that in, right? So now, gorgeous.
like that.
Then it's how to make PQ 102. Second, once you graduate from that, it's how to make your pussy quiver. PQ.
Okay.
And then like the next stage.
All right, so gorgeous. How do you are you experiencing pretty girl problems?
I think so. I'm pretty sure I am.
All right. So how you navigating that? How you navigating your pretty girl problems to choose the right man for you?
Okay, so basically you're saying pretty girl problems is then a lot of men being attracted to you.
Yeah.
It goes back to courting. Honestly, may the best man win. If you're
Spartacus up in this bitch.
No, but honestly, because I know that I'm an emotional person. I know that I'm a really good person. I know that I'm very. I would do vacations for somebody. I would do let's go for a back massage, babe. I know I cater to a man with everything that I have in me. Whatever you want, I will do it. So I have to look for that within a man. Huh?
You heard me.
Extremely. Extremely submissive, because that's what a man is for. I grew up with 2 parents in the home, and I feel like that's what they're supposed to do. A man is supposed to protect and provide, and a woman is supposed to do all the same things. Unfortunately, we're in a society where New York and stuff is so expensive, so we have to help, obviously. But it's yeah, that pretty girl privilege is a little hard somewhat, but turn down a date here and there, and just see who goes the hardest at the end of the day, because I'm gonna go hard for whoever goes the hardest. I'm gonna go 20 times harder.
Heard that. What about Team Mommy? All right. How are you navigating your pretty girl problems?
I mean, listen, my DMs are crazy, yeah, but
finessing.
But to me, to be honest, that's a turn off. If you're over here throwing your dick at me through my DMs, you're automatically disqualified.
Get a burst photo.
The way that I sit here and look for the right man to deal with these days is you gotta bring as much as I'm bringing to the table. Mm-hmm. And people think, oh, you're being drastic or you're asking for too much. I'm sorry, if we're not on the same page, if we're not trying to get places, if you still gotta figure things out that I already figured out a long time ago, we could be friends. But I'm not pursuing that, because I'm in a point in my life where I have a kid, I need to get places. And at 30 years old that I am right now, I'm not stopping for nobody.
So I'm gonna ask you a very triggering question. Mm-hmm. Very triggering. What are you bringing to the table? This table right here.
She brought
Wait, no.
Avocado.
No.
Frijoles. Yo, that shit that she put on the table in front of me, I know what you're saying.
What is Team Mommy bringing to the table?
I'm besides fuck all the financial shit, I'm a very loving, caring person, and I cater to my man. I love to love. I cater to my friends. My friends know that. I'm very, anything I can do, I will do it. And that's something that a lot of these men, I kid you not, we go out, I buy my man a fucking lunch, and he's like, damn, babe, I'm not even used to this. My wife was 13 years, wasn't even doing this shit for me. She didn't even care if I was eating all day. And I'll be out eating, and I'll be like, babe, do you want something from here? And then on top of that, I'm a go-getter. On top of that, I don't need nothing that you could give me. I want us to build together. So you need to have your part, I'll have my part, and here we're going to the top from here. Because if it's not, if you don't have that, I can't do it no more.
No,
so,
wait, I do want to piggyback. One thing I do have to say about them, 2 women in particular, is they sense other people's needs. So some women don't carry that. I do have family members myself, sisters and stuff, that don't carry that. I don't even know if it's a trait. Y'all see me looking for something, and you'll be like, what are you looking for? You need this?
I'm going to tell you what it's called.
What is that?
I'm going to tell you what it's called. It's called femininity.
Yeah, but not all women possess that. So the question you'll be asking is being answered by women that are nurturing and will sense their man's need. And if they see their man oh damn, or coming home from work, or he has a look on his face, they'll cater to that look. Yeah. But some women that's where the entitlement comment comes from. They're so fixated on themselves, or whatever their own thought process is. So the women probably sitting in front of us are all probably very nurturing.
Then I got the wrong panel.
Listen, I asked my man how he's doing, how he's feeling.
And we all make money. We're all go-getters. We all are money-driven. So a man will only see us as, damn, they have something I don't have. Not only do they match me at the table and in the bank, but they sense things I can't sense.
It's the she wants me but don't need me part.
Right. Right.
It's the
And unfortunately, that's what men love.
I don't think that is not. I think that a man wants to be needed. I think that I would allow my man to understand that I do need him, because I need a man. You understand? Like, more than just wanting a companion, I need a man. I need the essence of his presence. I need that. So I don't want my man to ever think that I don't need him. I want him to know that I can provide. I want him to know that I can do for myself. That I am not someone that's gonna fail him or that he's gonna fail with. But I absolutely need him. Yes, a man in my life is a need.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I tried changing my brake pads and my nails, like,
I could say one thing. After doing this panel conversation for a year and a half now, you guys are the first group of women to just say you guys honor need a man. I can just say that right now. It's refreshing. You know what? Let me tell you something, right? I'm about to get on the soapbox real quick. So a lot of the times men get into relationships and we don't know what we're gonna get. We see what we attract, we see what we like, obviously, because men are visual creatures. Right? We see what we like, we go for it, we hunt. And oftentimes we get into a situation, I don't know what the fuck's going on in the world, in the dating community, where women put on this super aggressive face where they're just like, oh, I don't need no man. I'm independent. I can do by myself. You know what I'm saying? And just this and a third. And it's just like, well, if you don't need me, then how do you plan on going forward and having prosperous relationships? And I can tell you right now, I'm going to speak for all men, because a lot of women say, oh, I can't speak for all women. You know, I'm just by myself. I can tell you, for the majority of men, it's refreshing to hear when women say that they need us. Because right now we're in a corner where, you know, there's a sector of men that feel like, yeah, you know what, I want to provide. You know what I mean? I was made to provide. Right? That's my sole purpose. Honest and true. Our sole purpose is to galvanize, hunt, provision, provide, protect. Right? That is our sole purpose in the world. And if we're going out into the world and we're finding women that say they don't need us, then it's kind of like, what do you do with a screwdriver in your toolbox that you don't need?
It's a purpose.
Kind of throw that shit away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
use it to scrape.
But that's why I said you have to make a man feel responsible.
Yes.
Because what happens is when a man feels that he doesn't have to do it for you, then it becomes easy. So he doesn't have a purpose.
Yeah.
Because I always, like, what I pray for is I want to be the type of woman that when a man isn't ready, he gets ready because he met me. And now he knows that there's shit that he has to do. So I bring him purpose.
Yeah.
And I give him a drive. And when people do ask me what I bring to the table, that's what it is. I give a man purpose. I give him a reason to get up in the morning. So if I'm not doing good, I'm just working a 9 to 5. Now I'm showing him how to run a business, and he wants that business because he wants to make sure that his family's provided for. You know what I mean? Maybe he can't afford that expensive restaurant, but he's gonna go get a second job. He has purpose now because he wants to take me there. And when he does that, I'm gonna praise him and I'm gonna make him feel like, babe, okay, you took a step, let's go further. You know what I mean? And I feel like as women, that's not what we're taught. But just to go back a little bit, and I'm gonna speak for all women.
Oh, I like that.
I'm gonna speak.
I like that.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest.
That's me. You came here today for a purpose. Say it with your chest, baby. You did, girl. You did.
Women, like I'm gonna say me, right? I, for such a long time, lived in masculine energy because I felt like I had to. Because I felt like nobody was supporting me. So when a woman has to get up every single day and bust her ass because she has no support system, that's when she becomes kind of bitter. You know, that's when she becomes, so now it starts to like strike her ego. So it's not like, I don't need you now. You know, that's how we say we don't need friends. We were not put in this world to be alone. But when we are cornered, now we're angry. So now we talk about we don't need a man. And then when you have other women who are also uneducated and unloved and have not been taught properly how to love themselves and love men, they're in your ear. You have nothing better to do. And then when you have all these celebrities who got their own men but want to tell you you don't need a man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Drop that, you
the
know what?
problem.
Drop that shit.
Cheers to that, y'all.
Cheers to that.
Yo, cheers to these celebrities telling you I don't need no man.
But they're happy with their man.
And they all got their own man. You know what I'm saying?
Going through the same problem that we've been
that's what it
through.
is. I feel like, you know, when the pandemic first started, I said to myself, I said, you know, we're in such a hard time. Like, men protect us, but women give them something to protect.
Right.
You know, so I just feel like men need to be nurtured a little bit more by men. I think that we need to stop acting like we at war with each other, and we need to start seeing each other like a family, right?
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna let y'all chime in. I want to say something, right? So the reason why I started doing this conversation, So the reason why I started doing this conversation is because I myself, I'm in a relationship, and it took me a long time to actually know what I wanted from a woman, right? I really was doing everything that young boys do in and out the block, you know what I'm saying? Just doing a whole bunch of extra shit, you know what I'm saying? And I got to a point to where, like, it was kind of like a curve shift for me. It was like, you know what? I'm doing so many things. I'm dealing with so many women, but I'm in a lot of failed relationships, right? And I started addressing, why my relationships failing. I can tell you right now, men that are in the same circle that I am, we're just not being direct enough. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying what we want, right? And I'm gonna spin it back. That's the reason why I asked you, can you handle the truth? Because if a man really came to you and was like, yo, I want a one night stand, I want to fuck tonight, and I probably don't want an extra, could you really handle that? It's not even for you to say yes or no, but could you really handle that and say,
absolutely. If my man come to me and tell me he's gonna fuck somebody for the night, go ahead.
No. Even
if they're arranging you that way.
Hold on. Not for him to tell you, not for your man to tell you that, for a man
to come and tell you.
And telling you his intention.
Oh, him coming to tell me.
That's what I'm talking about, right? So a lot of the times, it's probably going, and I'm not going against guy code, but I'm leveling the playing field, right? A lot of the times, we say things to get in women's panties, right?
That's true.
And it could be right, it could be wrong. All is fear and love is war. I'm not going against guy code, but what I'm saying is, I'm asking these talented women, and I'm only extrapolating from you guys to how most women feel, right? If you are willing to take directness and answer honestly, then men would be more direct.
That's not true.
No, yeah, that's not true.
Hold on, I don't think you heard everything that I said.
Probably
right? You know what I'm saying?
Now.
So let me
My nail
say
was itchy.
Let me say it again, but shorter, right? My problem was that when I used to talk to women, I was never direct enough.
About what you
because
wanted?
I was assuming that women couldn't handle the truth. Most men are in that same category. We assume that if we're so direct with a woman that she would say no before she really understood where we was coming from. Now, what I'm getting from you guys is that you're saying y'all willing to take that directness. Wait, Z. Breathe, Z, breathe. Right? Right? So, if the panel of women are saying that, they are willing to take the directness, and I'm going to extrapolate that and say majority of women are willing to take that directness, then the majority of men will change their approach to women. Did that resonate with you? Because I don't think it's resonating with you, because obviously, let's do 1 and 1 plus 2. If you're saying, let me break it down Barney style, right? If you're saying that you're willing to take the truth, then a man will be truthful. Now, if I said I wanted to fuck tonight, and you would give me an honest answer, whether it be yes or no.
I'm speaking through experience, but I'm gonna let you finish.
take yourself out the box. That's what I just did. Extrapolate
Go ahead.
yourself. That's
I'm
what
gonna
I
let
said,
you
right?
finish, and then I'm gonna say
Right?
what I want to
Honestly,
say.
in the beginning, when you don't know somebody, it's great.
Right?
Oh
So
my
now,
God.
wait.
All right, finish.
Right? So now, if you're saying that you're willing to take directness, and I do believe that men should be direct to where it hurts.
Yes,
right?
I agree.
Then,
Absolutely.
if women are saying that they're willing to take the directness to where it hurts, then there will be no miscommunication.
Because then you'll really find people that you actually mesh with.
Yeah.
Thank
Then
you.
it's just like, oh yeah, that's what I want. Because unfortunately, we live in a world where women are so masculine that they really just want to fuck. You know what I mean?
I do believe that.
Okay, she's helping me prove my point now. What about the men that you are direct with? You reciprocate the directness, but they're lying about like your truth.
But that wasn't his question.
No. Hold on. I'm giving you an exact. So you tell me, we sit in a car. Oh, what do you want? We just want to fuck. Okay, no problem. Oh, don't worry. I'm not the jealous type. I don't give a fuck if you meeting another nigga after me. But now all of a sudden, you were just testing me, or you weren't honest about that, and you're gonna bring it up next time I want to meet up and fuck. Now it's a problem. You're gonna talk to me a certain type of way.
Well, that's why I said, backtrack 30 seconds. If men were more direct and women are willing to take that directness, then there will be no miscommunication.
But he
so
was
what's your
being
problem?
direct to me. In his head, he was being direct to me.
So
when we were speaking, he was being direct.
So
he was saying he just wants to fuck. He's not the jealous type. That's his truth.
So
he wasn't jealous at the time.
So what's your
Then he got jealous.
So what your problem is, and I ain't gonna say your problem, but what seems to be the problem?
Then he got tight. Now he's being direct, telling me like, because he wanted me to turn around.
Counseling after.
But listen, we staying in the car, we being direct. You telling me I don't want anything serious. I'm telling you I don't want nothing serious. All of a sudden, next nigga calls me. I hit the decline quick, friend, but I'm gonna hit you back in an hour. Now all of a sudden, you the jealous type.
So what does that mean? That he was lying.
He was not being direct.
So that's what I said.
Saying for them to be more direct.
Thank you.
But he thought he was being direct.
I'm gonna let y'all talk to him. Y'all talk to her.
To this day, he's not the jealous type.
Don't scream. But
to this day, he's not the jealous type.
So basically, he's saying that he should have said, "Listen, I am the jealous type."
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you, gorgeous.
That's what he's saying.
But no, in his head, maybe he's narcissistic.
What Z thinks she's saying is that he caught feelings, right? He caught feelings, so now he's the jealous type. But Z, the truth is he's always been the jealous type. And if he took the time to know himself, he would have told you that.
But if we met on a one-night stand and you're telling me I don't want a relationship, I'm not the jealous type, what happened? You're not being direct.
That's basically what he's saying. He's basically saying,
I'm the one that fucking got him in the bed. I'm the one that called him. Like, that's crazy.
First of all, he brainwashed you, and you're sitting here in the show just taking up the time about this clown. That needs to stay blocked.
That's a clip.
Cheers to that shit.
That's it.
Sounds a bit blocked. It's giving clown.
but I completely agree with that statement, though. I think that if men were more honest and women were more
In the beginning.
receptive and more really inclined to actually allowing a man to be open instead of saying, because there's women out here that also say, oh yeah, tell me the truth. They hunt for the truth.
I've been there.
And then you're not really ready for the truth. And then when he tells you the truth, you're fucking smashing something over his head. Like,
I'm not even gonna lie. My last relationship, it was like that. You know, when I walked into that relationship, I just thought I was a tablespoon. Like, I thought I had healed. I thought I was ready for this. I was like, I'm gonna be the best girlfriend in the world. And I was not.
I graduated.
Because you know, I went into this relationship thinking, okay, if I'm loyal, then I'm a great girlfriend.
Yeah.
If I cook and I clean and I do what I do, then I'm a great girlfriend. But that's not true because one thing I was always big on, like, let's have these hard conversations. And I don't even want to get into the hard conversations, right? But
no, let's get into it.
I knew he was going to do that. I was waiting for
I'm not gonna hold you. This is a dope panel, but let's get into it.
So I was the biggest girl he's ever been with. Y'all see me, right?
Girl, you gotta get up and show the camera. What are you talking about?
Hold up, I
Juice, take off the jacket. Take off the jacket, baby. Let them see you.
I'm a big body Bentley.
Juice.
You know what I'm saying?
Bentley. Maserati.
Don't make me twerk. But the biggest woman that he's ever been with. And I had saw like sex, cause I'm a serial collector. So like I would tell a guy that I'm talking to, like, send me sex videos of your previous, so I can know what I'm about to get myself into, right?
Freak.
Okay.
Wow.
So I was like, he is gonna dog me down, okay? But then when we started having sex, like, he wasn't dogging me down, and then I realized the sex like was stopping, like it was less and less. And I would tell him like, babe, like make videos, and he wouldn't be into that. And I would tell him like, yo, let's have serious conversations. Like, I want to know the truth. But then when he really told me the truth, I was fucking heartbroken and butthurt, and I wanted, why are you doing this? And
what was the truth that you couldn't handle?
So the truth was, he was just like, I don't like women who fuck back. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't turn me on. Okay. I don't like a woman coming in saying, give me my dick. Right. That makes me feel like you're the nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't like these things. So when I thought I was being sexy, that's not what was appealing to him. And then he was like, you know, like he was just like, you make me feel like my penis is small. Because but this was the truth. And then like even with head, he was just like, I don't like the way you give me head. And I'm not ashamed to say it. Because my response was like, well, I ain't never have nobody complain about it. But he wasn't everybody. You understand? Right. Like, I wasn't taking the time to understand what that man was telling me, because I was so caught up in my own fucking feelings. Right. So I didn't want the truth. And this is what allowed me, and I'm so appreciative of that, because it showed me to elevate. And it showed me that I can't walk into anything having expectations and thinking that I'm the shit. You know what I mean? Because you have to, when you meet a person and you're gravitating towards somebody, you have to meet them. If you choose them, you have to meet them where they at, and then you have to kind of like grow. But when he was telling me these things, like I was so ashamed, because I'm like, yo, my pussy ain't no good. And no, it wasn't that. It was to that man, he liked what he liked. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But because he thought I was so great at everything else, sex wasn't even a thing. So now, in his world, he's feeling mad insecure, because he's like, this is a lot of ass. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, mind you, there's women like porn stars that want all this ass, but that's not what was for him.
Right.
Girl, don't steal my thunder.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
But I'm just very transparent, because I feel like people walk around like telling these stories, and it's just like, yo, everything is not perfect. You know what I mean? Like, everybody in this room could tell me like, damn, you bad, but to that man, he liked what he liked. Yeah, so when he was telling me, I was like, oh my God, why would he do me like that? He didn't do nothing to me. I knew walking in that he never messed with a girl my size. And I walked into that. So who's really the villain?
Right. I think it's size that has to do anything. I think
he
was just more attracted to
have you ever been in a situation to where like you thought that you was doing everything that you wanted for a man, and you thought that what you was providing for him was top notch, and then he had to tell you, no, T-Mommy, this is not working for me?
I definitely have. Listen, me and my daughter's father went through a lot. And during those times where I spoke about this in my previous podcast, like where I was trying to hold on to it for so long. So I was like, okay, tell me what it is. Tell me. And he would tell me. And I'd be like, I wasn't ready for it, because then I knew, I'm like, wait, then I'm like debating between my feelings and how my standards, and I'm like, wait, I'm not okay with this. Like, with the man that just simply tells me, well, you know what, you don't make me happy, I want to be with this other person and whatever it is, and I wasn't okay with that. And I'll be like, babe, what do I need to do to make things better? And that just, it just wasn't the way. But I'm thankful now that I'm literally with someone that tells me, I ask him questions straight up, and he'll tell me straight up, I'll answer your question, but are you ready to hear the truth?
Yo,
and
I want to read a comment real quick. So it's Gorchess said, nah, he was just a cornball ass.
Wait. So no, he really wasn't.
No, to your story.
He was ready for what he was ready for. You know what I'm saying? But I get it now. You know what I mean? This is why I'm so big on just dealing with people who are ready to deal with me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not dumbing down who I am for someone else. Because I knew, and it's just like, all right, let me go to the gym and work out. No, fuck that. I like being this size. You know what I mean? So I need to be with somebody that appreciates those curves and that's gonna handle it. And my biggest thing was like, yo, dude, I've been with smaller things than you, and we was lit. Okay? That shit was bouncing on that, and they was happy. So the is too much for you. I can't blame him because I like what the fuck I like. You know what I mean?
Everybody likes what they like, yeah.
That's true.
So what about you, Gorgeous? Have you ever been with a man that you thought that you was giving him everything that you wanted, what you thought he wanted, and he was like, nah, this ain't it?
Yes. And I think with men, if they are not ready to settle down, they're gonna find every excuse in the book of what's wrong, even though there's nothing wrong.
Wait. What was wrong?
In his eyes.
Let me tell you something.
What was wrong, and what do you think was not wrong?
Okay. So I had a man that said I wasn't cooking enough. So you know
yeah,
what I started
nigga gotta
doing?
eat.
I started taking pictures. And then mother started coming over and she was like, "You're not cooking." I said, this is crab legs on this day. This is steak on this day. This is spaghetti, lasagna, baby. And I had to document every time that I was cooking because I was cooking so much to the point I started cooking 3 meals in one night because he was complaining about me cooking. And I was like, but wait a minute, I pay half the motherfucking bills. Hold on, something is wrong here. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, I just feel like, I don't know, a man will, if he is not content or if he feels like there's still something out there for him, he's always gonna find something wrong. So you have to be very comfortable with yourself. Like, you have to be completely confident within yourself. You have to know what you like, what you don't like, which red flags from all the way in fucking Texas. You gotta see them.
So I'm gonna dig real quick.
Dig.
So what was the intentions that you had with that man, and did he display his intentions to you when you started dating him?
His intentions was displayed as a lifetime.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
And what did you say back to him?
I blocked him.
After the fact.
And
you can't make this up, people.
Her face.
You can't make this up.
I thought he was crazy.
You're talking about before y'all got together.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like, you know, during the courting stage.
Okay, so he said, I want to make. Wait. You can't make this up. So wait.
But this is why.
I've been pressed like that a lot. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I need therapy.
Gorgeous, hold on. Wait. You can't make this up, right?
But a lot of men
so wait, Gorgeous,
like,
hold on.
I want to be with you forever, baby.
Wait. So wait, a man came to you and was like, "I want to be with you forever."
Few men came to me.
No. The specific man that you said
this
that
man
you,
that
you said you talking about, oh, you're cooking and all that, right?
Yes.
He came to you and said, "Hey, I want to be with you forever," and you said, "Block."
Yes.
Okay. I'm guessing that you unblocked him, right? Because
I did.
Okay, so now.
She was bored one day.
I did.
Right? Right? I was gonna get to that, right? So one day you was like.
That's what happens when you're lonely for
right?
5 minutes.
So wait. You're not just gonna talk bad about this man.
Primary.
So we're not gonna talk bad about this man. We're gonna dig real quick. Then one day you was like, you know what? Let me unblock him. You started dating him, and then he had problems with your cooking.
No. Not yet, because I didn't cook yet. We were still going out.
Okay, yeah. But eventually he had problems with your cooking.
Yes, eventually.
That's because you blocked him.
That's it.
Honestly,
he already walked in the relationship feeling less of a
negative. I'm not gonna lie. I had issues with his driving too, and like his sisters did say.
Gorgeous.
They always brought up, even a year later, said you blocked him.
Thank you.
Right.
They did know.
That's the thing.
That's what I said.
They complained about it.
They said you blocked him.
Thank you. That's what I
He
said.
walked into that relationship already diminished.
Yeah.
And I feel like
ready for revenge.
But this is the problem now. Like
I didn't know that I was
women. A man gives you compliments. He's thirsty. You know what I mean? A man does a lot for you, and you're everything that you already asked for. But he does a lot for you. You either don't like the fact that he's doing it, or you're like, oh, he's soft. So it's just like, get it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand what it is that you want from a man, and then when a man gives it to you, if you do not want him and you don't have intentions with him, leave him the fuck alone. Because then you're gonna suffer.
I'm gonna say this though.
It was revenge fuck. That's what it was. I've done that before.
No.
I've done that before.
He was like,
it was a
I
revenge.
really wanted her, but she wasn't that.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna say this though. I should have followed my intuition when I blocked him. I should have kept to that.
You should have stayed blocked.
I should have kept. When you make it, so I'm gonna say this to all women. If you ever hear it, if your intuition says to block somebody because you're obviously seeing certain signs from somebody that shit is gonna end up being toxic and it doesn't mix with you, it don't mesh, stay away.
I don't think it was a toxicity. What I think was it was a revenge fuck. Okay?
Yeah, you
there is a whole. Listen, you don't understand.
I'm
about to reveal something. God code. I'm about to break God code real quick.
Break God code. Break God.
Right? And it's only just so you know how men think. There is a chapter in the God Code Bible that says, whenever we get a chance for revenge fuck, we shall indulge in said fuck. Okay? So that means this to y'all women, if you dub block.
Thou shalt block me and thou shalt get fucked over.
If you
Where the Bible at? I didn't read that verse. I don't like this Bible.
Wait. If you dub, block, ignore, shun, put to the side,
put you through hell,
and you take us out of said space, yes, we will give you a revenge fuck and find every bit of excuse to break up.
Hello.
Right?
Marcus 3:16.
Marcus
3:16. Right?
Easy 3:16. Okay.
All right, I learned my lesson. Amen.
And yo, listen, all I want to say is this, right? And I'm gonna build you. I'm gonna build with you real quick, right? A lot of men go through that. A lot of men go through giving all of our attention for the girl that we really want or desire, right? And we get put into a corner. That might even be the man. I'm not gonna say every man that goes towards you is the man that you want, but we feel that way. You know what I'm saying? We feel that way. And if it's not reciprocated, then we get let back in. We already know. Let me tell you how men think, right? Yo, you take us off the block, ignore, shun phase. Oh, when I was pressing shorty, she had another nigga.
I got a story to this.
Wait, I got you. When I was pressing shorty, she had another nigga. So now I'm back in the game. But guess what? That same desire for a long-lasting relationship is not there, and it's all sexual now. It's all sexual now.
That's deep.
Now, how do you navigate that? I'm gonna give you a cheat code. Only fuck with niggas that you're attracted to.
What's that?
Yeah. I said it. Only fuck with niggas that you're attracted to.
Personality-wise?
No.
Physical.
Physical.
I'm attracted to personality.
Well,
Take it how
you want.
I think she's lying.
How you treat me?
Cat?
That she's capping. You blocked him prior to a date or before a date? Prior to a date.
No. No, I blocked him after a date.
What happened on the date?
What happened after? Oh no, I blocked him because he sent me a picture of his ding-a-ling doing this.
Oh, you wildin'.
Oh.
Why did you unblock him then?
Wait, hold on. Can you do that for a boomerang though?
Then why did you
Can I just
unblock
get a
him?
quick boomerang?
Because I spoke to my friends about it. Because I was like, oh, this guy.
She sent that video to the group chat.
And that's what we do, group chat.
She's like, what y'all think about this real quick?
He was in a hotel mirror doing this. Butt naked. And I was going like
What
this.
are you asking?
And I was like.
But that was before the date?
No, this is after the date.
Right after the date? What?
This is
should've
after
kept
the
him
date.
blocked.
You
It's
should
called the helicopter.
I was like, oh, he's a perv.
It's called the helicopter.
So you see when
It's been like a helicopter.
So I can't entirely blame him.
I can't
because
blame him.
you can't entirely blame him because obviously you know you wasn't into that. And what did I say earlier?
I wasn't.
Fuck
That's
the
what I'm
niggas that you
saying.
fuck. What did I say earlier? Fuck the men that you want to fuck.
That's a fact.
Fuck the niggas that you
but
want
that's
to
what
fuck.
I said. Follow your intuition in the beginning. If it's not
Yeah, I was
for you,
crazy.
it's just not for you. Because had I listened
But you
to,
kind of liked it. I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but you kind of liked it because for you to have talked to your friends about it.
I talked to my friends.
She liked that shit.
I didn't like
It
it.
must have been big.
She must have been like,
Saturday night is raining. Call this nigga out real quick. What you doing?
It must have been nice.
I thought he was crazy, and I remember talking to my friends. I was
Captain.
like, what's the name?
You said she didn't talk about it. The dick was nice.
What's the name?
I like
Now
his
I'm curious.
personality.
You like his penis.
I like his
The size and the width and the girth.
Not the
No.
girl.
Like dumb gray sweats though.
Hella sweat.
We Like, we had a lot of chemistry. So then I was just like, after I did that, I called my friends. I said, I blocked him. And I told them what they did. And they was like, oh, a dick video? That's nothing. And I was like, that's nothing? Oh my God. What do you mean? And then they was like, you're doing too much. They pulled my friends.
They pulled my code. Were your friends single?
Yes.
Single women will keep you single.
They put me in a toxic relationship. Yes, they put me in a toxic. But my friend apologized like later after everything. She said, "I'm so sorry. I learned. I know I pushed you up with. I projected. Toya, it was you. It was your ass, Toya.
But that's what they do, right? Because they say like if you want to.
Hold on,
Wait, what happened? No, they say if you want to be rich, talk to rich people. So if you want to be married and you want to be led correctly, speak to single friends, girl. Unless their name is Esmeralda, nah. I'm gonna advocate for the men.
Then I'm gonna call you next time.
Girl,
I'm gonna call you.
Yes, that's my go-to. I wake up and call her.
So when we close out, we're gonna close out this topic, right? So Z, have you ever been in a situation to where you thought you was putting out something to a man?
Wait, slow down.
Have you ever been in a situation that you thought you was putting out something to a man that you thought that he would love, but in return he rejected it? Said it wasn't all that.
Oh. No.
Z cannot be in a serious place ever. C is just here for drinks.
I know I didn't drink since like 2 days ago. No, kidding. No, hold on. In that sense, no. But I have done, see, I'm more of a giver. I don't know, I come off a certain way, but in relationships, I give too much. This is why I spent for the last 4 years single. So I'm trying to learn more about myself, but I have given too much to the point where somebody has turned around to me and said, well, I didn't ask you to do all that for me. So instead of turning bitter, I decided to reevaluate myself, which a lot of women aren't doing, to see what they're like, what approach they're taking or what they could change about. Because that's what causes the series of toxic relationships, which is why I openly say I am a very toxic woman. I'm still attracted to toxic men. So
She fucking is.
yes, I'm trying. Ask me.
I'm her friend.
Toxic is as toxic does.
Do you want to hold my phone again? Do you want to fucking keep the phone?
I block people off the phone all the time. But you know what? It's like she's the. People need to hear that because women love to say no, this is not me. But she needs to stay away. Like men beware, no.
No, but like self-realization is important.
She will give you the clothes off her back, and I feel like a lot of people will because they think that that's what they're supposed to do. But when there are men who are reciprocating that, who are willing to give you, then you want to act like a B, and I think that that's where we stand now. You know, all these women acting like I need to be stronger than life when you don't have to. You really don't.
When you have the right man next to you, you don't have to.
But that's the thing, a man will, I promise you that a man will always lead you the right way if he's a man. But you have to know how to receive. Because I think that's a mistake that I made too. Like, I wanted, but I wasn't receiving. Now when somebody's ready to love me, I'm just like, ew. And that's a turn off because now I'm damaging the man. Right. And now I'm taking away, I'm blocking somebody else's blessing because I'm effing him up.
Right.
I fucked a lot of,
I have ruined men.
You done fucked a lot of niggas? You done fucked a lot of niggas? That's what I heard.
They had to find their way back to life.
She had to pull that shit back, but she done fucked a lot of niggas. Go ahead.
I done fucked up.
Oh, okay. The up part. Got you.
No, I have. And I'm like, but I learned from those things too. So now I'm a lot more, like before I ghost somebody, because I'll have them texting, because sometimes people don't get the point and they keep texting. And then I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm sorry, but I didn't enjoy our date. Usually I'll just ghost them. Like if the date went bad, I'll be like, I don't need to respond to you. Get the point. Now I have the courtesy of being like, listen, I'm going to tell you the truth just because it might help you along the way in your dating.
I used to do that with sex. I used to fake it. And then I was like,
see, that's maturity. I can't.
That means that you're going to be bad to the other
I feel bad.
Your sex is trash. So now I don't even do that. Now I just be like, drop your pants. Let me see what you're working with.
Oh, no.
And if it's not good, like 5 minutes into it, you got to go.
Wow, that's not where I was going with this.
Like, girl, I told him drop your pants.
I don't know. But to her point, you have to be honest.
You do.
So we're going to take a quick bathroom break, right? So give me a minute. Give me a minute. Yo, remember, tonight. It is Full Fat Fridays. Ladies and gentlemen, get your tickets. I can't stress that enough, right? Tomorrow, we're going to be at Carnival Saturdays. Get your tickets. I cannot stress that enough, right? So in the meantime, between time, people will be back on a quick commercial break. Pee break. The wine is going through us. You know what? Next time, I just got to bring water. Last week I had champagne.
Liquid life.
It was crazy. It was breaking glasses. I brought back the wine. And I guess the wine is not working again. So anyway, between
it's the white fin.
Right, and we'll be right back.
Right.
I'm getting ready to leave, ladies.
No.
I can't believe we did that. There's no stopping us. We got the Eeyores Inner Lines back together, we defeated that creature, and then beat back the Empire. So, ready to jump back in?
Yeah.
I know you gonna dig this.
Yo, Tarek. Arcade chat.
Bone shaking and contaminate this. Bone shaking and contaminate this. Bone shaking and contaminate this. Skull upset. No, I done set. Back at the class, man, on the subject. Even gotten gal in order to be my one rough. But you know drunk yet. Drift the corner and make she get upset. Yo, I'm money on the subject. Yo, I'm money on the subject. Who have he?
Yo, Tarek.
DJ Easy run the show.
Arcade chat.
Bone shaking and contaminate the skull upset. No, I done set. Back of the class, man, on the subject. Even gotten gal in order to be my one rough. But you know drunk yet. Drift the corner and make she get upset. Yo, I'm money on the subject. Yo, I'm money on the subject. Grab card, bad dad, spin down, blue frog. Ha, silence, hold on, cry on. Idiot fell lady, new pan belly, can't hold pan belly. 9 years now, send him down. Me have the soul, she's skull of good credit. Bone shaking and contaminate the skull upset. No, I done set. Back of the class, man, on the subject. Even gotten gal in order to be my one rough.
Touch the road records.
But you know drunk yet. Drift the corner and make she get upset. Yo, I'm money on the subject. Yo, I'm money on the subject. My clutch a gal a Barbie. Hot like a Versace. Cologne stink like me at that. Gal I scream out father. Shoes game Brad, what me rock Prada. Moschino shirt, jeans Zara. Yard on me use make it harder. Big up Las Vegas, Nevada. Bone shaking and contaminate the skull upset. No, I done set. Back of the class, man, on the subject. Even gotten gal in order to be my one rock. But you know drunk yet. Anything you in and you can't rhyme. No error, no day, I think you know wrong. Right on your head, time for your own right. Just a look, she take away the attention. No style, the other way, pick and span. Face that you when them nothing mention. Baby, your body and times and you ever look nice. Blocky good and your mama, you take a run. It's a weekend, short nights, so we're not sleeping. What? And we not apologize to them cause I said it nice, but we not show to nobody no. Do so pick it up and watch it dash up on the floor. Take a shot after the room, you know me good for sure. In a bag, you know me feel like me a soul. Head up is up in a head and it I can get them. Life are the best thing. Buy anything you want, the money are the next thing. Yeah, we feel great, so we celebrate. Not a bush sweet for make me spend it. Select a job and my bag, we turn it down. And no food and no shit, can't go back safe on the room. I gon' need a designated driver when we down. it, go and blaze it. But you're not playing with the can't move lanes in. But I'm scared. But shut up, eat a lot. Blaze it, go and blaze it. Girl, you cause drama. You know, see it, every man want a piece of my done in farmer. I wanna cheat on my girl, but karma. Have a way out for broke man's heart, make he go get smaller. You me fi in charge, cause you got a hold on me, hold on me. Oh, you shift them shots and then just hold on me. Yeah. You got a hold on me, hold on me. Oh, I'ma punch that hard out, could you don't want me? Yeah. Oh, girl, me ready. Ready, me ready. Yes, lad, me ready. Ready, me ready. Let me go by the yellow. Anything you want, my girl, I just you for choose. I'm ready for you. Girl, come rub on the thing down in me boxer. Talducci love big built with Rasta. Come back Black Street, come Max for Yaksta. Feed that cuisine, quinoa and lobster. They make you lose it, yo. Yeah. Your man and you could afford me. Yeah. Come and go get to the music. Oh, yeah. Feed that make you play in a jewelry. You must never know how me. You got a hold on me, hold on me. Oh, you shift them shots and then just throw it on me. Yeah. You got a hold on me, hold on me. Oh, my punch that hard out, could you don't want me? Yeah.
Alright, me just a jump so. Beat up me like a Congo.
Nah, it is a calabar no combo.
Me alright, I up, bend it up, come beat up, me no friend it up. Me like, me long like rope. If you can't hang with me, don't go.
I got wine like, girl. You make me clean like soap. If you're not, go.
Check me, tinde.
Tough you and you use flick it in there.
Me got the glue, the glam, me have the grip it in there.
You impress the dan, you clean and no dump with a tan.
Full of vibes like a cartel song.
One, we a 16 gram.
One, a 16 man.
Real good, you feel last too long.
Yeah,
you same one.
Beat up, then a friend it up. Me like, we need long like rope. If you can't hang with me, don't go.
I got wine like, pick it up, girl. That you know, me look boom panic clean like soap. If you're not, go. Yeah, you same one.
With Slido, you're just one button away from great Teams meetings. Use Slido's Q&A, polls, and surveys to make your team feel...
We're back. We're back.
Baby got back.
I'm sorry for the long break, but hey, you already know. When the wine starts going through us, it goes through us, right? So, I want to ask y'all another question, right? Okay. How important is for women to put themselves in the spaces for the man that they want?
Very
right? So, when I ask that, that means like, okay, are you, when you say, because somebody said earlier that the dating pool is shitty. So, and I attribute that to where women not putting themselves in the places where the dating pool could be great. Right? So now, how important is it for women to put themselves in the places to where they can attract the man that they want?
I mean, I would say that it's kind of important, you know, but you also want it to be somewhat organic of a place that you would normally go. You don't want to pretend or fake who you are or where you usually go. So being in a space where certain men are is, you know, you're a certain kind of girl.
So, okay, what about you?
I feel like most happy quote-unquote marriages, there's no such thing as that, but most quote-unquote happy relationships are, it's not a matter of going into something knowing what you want because you're always proved wrong.
Okay.
Somebody, like you have your mindset going into something and somebody's showing you a new light, which is what sparks an attraction. Mm-hmm. Which is, I think, human nature. at the end, and like essentially, I think if somebody's showing you something, it's like, oh shit, I didn't see things that way, and that's what turns somebody on towards somebody.
Right.
So women, I don't want to say women don't always know what they want, but men don't always know what they want. Human beings, as in itself, they don't always know what they want. They think they know what they want, but at the end of the day, when someone shows them something different, it's like, you know what? I'm not attracted to you, so you can be my friend, or I am attracted to you. I want to fuck the shit out you because you just showed me something crazy. Like,
Okay. Do you really want to fuck the shit out of somebody? Somebody's. Alright, we're gonna get to that. Alright. What about you, T-Mommy? You think women are putting themselves in the places where they can find a man that they want? Right?
I don't think that we're finished. I'm sorry.
Because no, that's cool. Because it's like, if you guys are being receptive to men that's like meeting you out in bars, and clubs, and lounges, which is majority of the time where a man can actually meet women, but then, are you gonna say, well, you know what? I met him in the club, I met him in the bar, I met him in the lounge. He's gotta be. He's not my caliber.
I think it's very important for women to be in rooms of people in general, what they want to be surrounded around, especially around men. When it comes to men and men that you're gonna date. So, and I feel like we don't do it enough. I feel like we're always talking about men ain't shit and men is not this and that, but girl, you just met him at the club while you was twerking last night. What did you expect? What did you think he expected out of you? And so I feel like, you know, my parents would always tell me one thing, and they'll be like, when I started school again, you know, they would tell me, oh, they were so happy. They were like, yes, you're going back to school. Now you're going to meet people that are aspiring to do something with themselves, that they're going to, like, you're college students and this, that, and the third. And, you know, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. My friends are just as lit. And it's not. Like, you have a different mentality as other people, and when you're just simply going to school and when you're doing all that hard labor and work, not everybody's built for school, but you are. So why would you not want to put yourselves in the same kind of environment as those people? And so I feel like us as women, we're not doing it enough, and I feel like we should be, instead of complaining about the caliber of men that we're dealing with. Figure out where you're getting these caliber of men at.
Right.
Because, come on now.
I think that's pretty dope. Right? So now, networking events, business, social, speed dating. Have you ladies ever tried doing any of those type of things?
Yes, but I have never met anybody there. I don't meet people at those events.
I've done the networking, and you find, you know, artists and influencers and content creators that may want to work with you, or may try to use work as a way to get to you and your pants or whatever it is that you're doing.
Did you just say your pants?
Yeah,
oh
like,
God.
you know,
okay.
where they try to get into, you know, oh yeah, I want to work with you, I want to collab with you, and they're trying to do a whole bunch of other stuff. Because, you know, I have an OnlyFans, so I get a large...
Is there a lot of pussy popping on it?
No, actually, yeah, I have a lot of spicy stuff. But you gotta, like, a lot of my subscribers think that for $9.99 they're gonna get the full-blown experience. Like, no, you're getting access to me, and then you can buy my content. I have a lot of content to sell, so for $9.99 you're getting access to my content that I am willing to sell to you. So, but, you know, I get a lot of that kind of audience where people are like, oh, you know, they're trying to sit here and do all types of shit, and I'm like, yeah, babe, like, I always show love to everybody, but you have to buy my content, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. But, yeah, you know.
So what about you, gorgeous? Are you putting yourself in the places where the right man can find you?
I mean, I feel like I don't choose specifically where I want to find the right man. Like, if I see a right man, I'm gonna put myself right in front of that person.
That leads me to my next question.
For them to see me, to want to talk to me. So I mean, it's always been at work, you know? I mean, maybe one Instagram thing. But mostly at work.
She's going through the roster right now. Like,
I have to think about it. Like, Mostly at work, though.
Right.
Like if I'm working, if I'm doing bottle service, or if I'm doing
at
when
my
you're
in
in
that
that
industry,
job-
bartending industry, it just happens. Like
yeah, exactly.
it just happens.
Or
You
even
can't help it.
if I'm not really working, it's like, okay, well, these men do what they do. Like they're scientists, they're intelligent men. Because I feel like I'm an intelligent woman. I can carry a conversation with somebody. I can get deep into something and actually understand what you're saying to me, and you know, and hopefully vice versa. I don't want no dumb guy, you know.
So you said something that's very, very interesting, right? So, the single woman tell, right? The single woman tell. How do you let men know that you're single and you're ready for an interaction? And it doesn't have to be sexual, right? But how do you give men an inviting look? Because, and I'm gonna get on the soapbox real quick, right? So, right? We all know as men that it's very hard to talk to women, especially in the New York City area, right? Especially from the Bronx. They are mean, gangster, and ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? Especially from the Bronx. They're mean, gangster, ready to fight. So my whole thing is this, right? If I walk up to a woman and at the bus stop, at the club, at a bar, at a lounge, at a networking event, right? What are signs? What do you think that are signs that you can say, well, you know what? I'm ready to hear what you're saying. I'm inviting enough to where you feel confident to approach me, and I'm gonna give off pleasant energy, because you know that seems to be the problem. You know what I'm saying? You may not, unbeknownst to you, but a lot of men think, especially in the New York City area, that you know what? It's very hard to talk to a woman, and if we do, we have to be ready for that brass energy, aggressive energy. Like, nah, I'm good. I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? So how do you deflect that? Like, what advice would you give to the audience to say, you know what, man, if you was trying to talk to me, this is how you should approach, and how would you give that advice to women? Women, if you're ready to be approached, this is how you need to be.
Okay. It's just a secret. It's a secret society.
Yeah, let out the girl code.
It's a secret society. All we ask for is trust.
Let out the girl code. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm going to be honest. It's a look. It's honestly a look. It's a walk. It's a everything. So I'm not going to approach a man, right? Because that takes me out of my femininity, whatever, character, right? So I'm going to walk in my confidence, like, okay, I'm here, like, I'm gonna give you a look, like, I'm interested a little bit, and then that look is gonna say, you better buy me a drink.
It's like a meeting call on Discovery Channel.
Yeah,
it's like the lion when she sees her mice. Like
I gotta dissect that real quick. My brain is. But go ahead.
And then you're gonna look at me, and then you're gonna be like, okay, I want her. Like, all right, I'm gonna. But because I gave you the look, you gave me the look. I know you want me. You know I want you. So then we're gonna have that conversation. But
she's writing an R&B song.
You have. Well, you know.
Give me that look. Give it back.
You're going to want to approach me, and when you approach me, you have to make sure you do everything in your power to make sure that that's right. So you have to make sure you say the right thing. You have to make sure that you're not coming empty-handed, right? Because there's a lot of guys in here that's gonna.
So the drink is not coming in. Okay.
It is a drink. It is.
I can deal with that. I can vibe with that. I have to think about it, but I can vibe with that.
I'm with my girls, and if you just walk in with your boys and y'all about to buy a bottle, you better ask me what the hell we all want.
Wait. Red flag on the plate. Red flag on the plate.
We on.
See, you had me. See, you had me. I gotta put the drink down.
No, listen,
had me.
I'm with you. I'm about to go in the field. I'm gonna let you go in and then.
Right? You had me. Hold on, I gotta cut you off right there because I'm not gonna. Wait. I'm gonna let you speak, sweetie. I will let you speak, but I have to say this, right?
Something on camera. No.
Right? But I have to say this, right?
This is on the radio.
Men. Wait. Hold on. Men are not required to buy the friends of the girl. Wait. No. Because you said it very specifically. Can I cut me off, please?
I said what we all want. That means that you
too. No. Men are not required to buy the friends of the girl that we're interested drinks.
No,
okay?
y'all hear that? No,
Right?
this is
No,
the thing,
that's
though.
what you said. I'm gonna say it again. No, gorgeous. I'll let you go because I'll let you speak.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Men are not required to buy the girl that we're interested in her friends' drinks, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right?
I'm gonna. Let me.
Can I
just
tell you why?
clarify.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
Because
that's not what I was saying though.
well, I'm gonna tell you why, and then you can clarify, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because what that does is it puts us in a awkward state. Because I'm gonna tell you this: if I buy you drinks and your friends drinks, then we all fucking. And I know that's not the case because I don't look that good. Okay? And I'm gonna drag it that far, but I'm gonna scale it back, right? Because, like you said, I have to make sure I say the right things.
Mm-hmm.
I have to make sure I smell good, I look physically appealing, and not to come empty-handed.
Yes.
For you.
Yes.
For you.
Correct.
Not for your friends.
Now
For
let me,
you.
Can I clarify now?
Okay, all right. I'll give you, yeah.
If you, because most of the time you want me to stay with you for the rest of the night. I have friends.
I mean, that's
T's face. Yo. I have friends with me. And this is my thing. If you're walking in there with a group of guys and you see me and my homegirls, and this is, I don't know, you see me and my friends. Right.
Seems like
You can't invite just me?
Yes.
Yes, the
I
fuck
agree
can.
with both. No,
You
it's
can't
situational.
invite
It's
just
situational.
I want to hear T. I want to hear what T got to say.
Yeah, T.
Hold on. I think I know what I'm about. Well, hold on.
I
Let me
wanna
call
hear
it.
T.
Let me call it.
Can I have
Reiterate the question, and then I'm gonna
Everything.
piggyback on that.
Right? So she said something very specific, right? She said, well, don't come empty-handed. And when I'm out with my girls and you see me, you with your boys, then you gotta buy me and my friends.
And the
drinks.
question is,
Buy
how
me.
does
I
a
said,
man?
if you're buying a bottle, we all consult. What are you drinking? What are you drinking? What are you drinking? The majority wins. Amongst your boys and my girls, if you want me to stay with you. If not, let me go.
Well,
Your
okay.
question
Let
is
me
very
find
much
that
so
one.
like how does a man approach a woman,
Thank you.
letting her know
Yes.
his intentions, and how does a woman so in general I feel like a man, in my opinion, when you are approaching a woman and you want to pursue her, you're special. You're not out here doing that with every other woman. You're very honest, direct. There's no need for the thirstiness. The thirstiness, y'all, I swear to God, you could look good as fuck. I swear. I have really good looking people in my DMs, and I'd be like, damn, why'd you have to send me this DM? Like, it just made me look at you so different because I know you're sending this to 20,000 other women.
Yeah.
Exclusivity is a big thing for me, especially in a man. Like, if you carry yourself that way, it makes me want you even more. So I like that when a man carries himself that way. As far as a woman goes, like, listen, that's crazy. And you know why I say this? Because I've dated people, and I'm dating someone that is that kind of person, where he's like, yeah, you know what, babe, he'll put the time, like his card in the tab before he comes, and I'll look at him and I'll be like, why didn't you ask me before you put that? Because yeah, I'm bringing these girls around you because maybe we had a gig together and maybe we worked together today, but you don't know these girls. And I'm not gonna allow no girls to take advantage of you, because at the end of the day, why, if you're my man and you're pursuing me, do you need to spend money on my homegirls?
See that? That's where I was gonna go. Wait, let her finish. Let her finish.
Because you know what? When it depends, I guess, to the caliber of men you're like. If you're just literally using the man, say that. It sounds very transactional when you're talking about a man needing to do these things for you just to date you. And I always say, I'm gonna let you talk. I always say, what did I say in your last thing? If you want secure pussy at the end of the night, go ahead and get yourself an escort. If you want to trick off of a nigga, go ahead and find yourself a trick. Why are you trying to trick off of niggas that are not trickable? There's niggas that really want to pursue you. There's niggas that really want to sit here and fuck with you. So they should not have to sit here and pursue you and your friends. So I personally think I've gotten mad at my guy. And mind you, these are my homegirls that I fuck with OD. And I'm like, babe, like, why are you paying for the whole time? They could pay for their part. It has nothing to do with that. And mind you, it's never about the money. It's never about nothing. But I stand in a certain place, and if now we're in a place where your money is my money is your money. There's no reason for you to be sitting here and trying to impress me like that. That does not impress me. It gets me tight. It gets me mad. I want that money, babe. You want to spend money? You want to spend money? Take me shopping.
I agree.
I don't need to pay for my homegirl.
And it's funny because she might be coming off a certain, like, in a certain perspective. Anyone that doesn't know her would take her as like somebody that's not sharing. But I have sat at a table with her, and the person she's speaking about,
my man does not need to share his finances with my
person
homegirl.
she's speaking about will sit at a table, and she herself has been like, nah, you're good, baby. You can pay for everybody here. You're good, baby. You can pay for him and her, and it's fine. But I've also sat in front of them, and she's been like, nah, I'm not that close with her. Like, it's fine. Don't take care of her like that. And certain men, to make sure they know that their woman is taken care of, it's not about the money. There's no price tag on it. He wants her to know that no matter what, every time we go out, price tag is not an issue. But that makes him a little bit naive, and that's why she comes in. That's why she's like, no.
What are you doing?
Right.
And if you are dealing with a female that's literally letting you sit here, and I'm not talking about her, but if you're dealing with a female that's allowing you to sit here and spend your money on unnecessary shit, that's not the female for you.
Let me tell you.
Okay, so now
That's we talking about when you're first walking into a club, first time meeting a guy. If it's my man that I've already been with, that's a different story, right? Because we're a partner, right? I might be living with this man. I don't know. Whatever it is, obviously I'm looking after his finances because we want to make sure our credit is right.
What if you're just dating him?
We want to get cars. If I'm just dating a man, first of all, him and his friends should be splitting the bill. First and foremost, if he has good friends, they should be splitting the bill. Not only that,
but what if it was just him in the room?
No, I don't believe a man should come out his pocket by himself if he's the only man.
But there's a lot of
if he's there with 20 girls,
to.
absolutely not. What I said was, if we walk in a club and he's with his guys and I'm with my girls and he wants me to stay with him and he's already buying a bottle, he should be asking, if he wants me to stay with him, what are y'all drinking? Because what the hell I'm gonna stay there for? If I drink, I'm a martini girl. I drink vodka, but he drinks Henny. Why am I gonna sit there? I'm gonna go to the bar and buy my own drink.
I ain't staying regardless.
That's making me look like I'm playing.
We go in a separate tab.
Regardless.
Yeah, we got separate tabs.
I'm gonna stay if I wanna stay, if I like you.
I might collect your number, maybe, but you didn't make sure that I was good at the end of the day.
He made sure you was good. He asked you what you was drinking. I brought you a drink.
No, I said if he wasn't though.
Okay, so I'm just gonna chime in, right, and I'm just gonna give an overall umbrella perspective, right, and to piggyback off what both of you guys said, and I'm gonna show you how a man would look at this.
Okay.
So I walk into the club. I want gorgeous. She's here with Z and T Mama. Right? Yeah, my boys.
Hey, that's a nice combo.
Right? Look like situation, right? And I'm so that's the bottle right there. The bottle right there.
That's the bottle, girl.
Welcome my birthday.
Right? So
it's a big booty.
So now I got the bottle, and this is where both of you guys ideas come into perspective. But I'm gonna show you why it don't work out how you say it.
Okay.
It's not into a man's favor how you say it, right? That's the word I'm gonna use.
It's probably not though.
Because now I see it like this.
Thank you.
I came for gorgeous, right? Whether you want to stay with me or not, that's not none of my concern. My concern was to do everything. No, I'm good. My concern was
get drunk.
Yo,
get drunk.
My concern was to make sure that I got your attention, right?
That's correct.
Right?
Yeah,
That was my main concern, was to get your attention and to say, okay, cool. Me and Gorgeous, we got a connection. Whether you stay with me or not, your homegirls are not my concern, because guess what? There are other men checking for them too.
True.
So now, if I have to take care and hold on, just follow me. I see your face right now. So now, if I gotta take care
of my
Leave my girl alone.
Listen,
I take care of my friend. I know that.
You do, But you got to look at the man perspective. If I take care of you and I got to account what your homegirls do and knowing that there's other sharks about to take care of them, right?
What if it's not them?
You're never gonna find a partner when you're thinking about your friends in a dating scene.
Thank you.
It's about you and that person. It's never about you, your friends, and that person.
That's what I'm trying to tell
I'm a
you.
people's person. That's what
Gorgeous. Listen to me, right? Man's perspective.
Take care of everybody.
Gorgeous, man's perspective, right? Now listen, right?
My birthday is.
Right? So now.
She's like, it's my homegirl's birthday.
So now, watch this. Your lady said that, if it was my man, I'm not gonna let him do that. But guess what? We don't know that. All we know is that the first time I said I'm gonna take care of Gorgeous, she included the pack. All I can.
She included the pack.
Right? All I can say. Listen, there's no man that's gonna be like, I took care of Gorgeous, and you know what? Maybe when we get together, she's not gonna bring them. No, we're gonna be like, that's how she moves.
We had to take Gorgeous and all the pretties.
Right? So that's why I said. Listen. I let you talk.
Say what you want to say.
Right? So that's the reason why I'm trying to tell you. You got to be careful with that, because how we're going to look at it is that that's how she moves.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And this is why you got to be careful with that move, because it will just make us take a step back. We'll put you in the categories like, you know what? She is opportunist.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we're going to look, because we don't know. We don't know where this first interaction is going to tell us. All we know is that the first time I walked in here, I didn't know how I walked in. You got my girls? Oh, shit. Sweetheart, I came for you. But okay, that's how you want to move? Boom. Chip. Gorgeous is not the one. And you could have been the one, but that one move play will make me go left instead of right.
But this is what you guys
You're fighting it, don't fight it.
No, let me say this.
Okay.
What you guys are mixing it up with is you guys were already going to buy a bottle. Mm-hmm.
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The bottle is for the guys.
No, this is the thing. If I go into let me just make this clear. I go into a place with my girls. I'm not separating from my girls.
Do y'all have a bottle?
There. We can get a bottle.
But do y'all have one?
We probably already had intentions.
Do y'all have one?
I just want to know if y'all have a bottle. Let me say this. I always have intentions of doing my own thing.
Well, do you? That's
Unless
the thing,
I hit up a promoter before I come out.
See?
That's the only thing.
Promoter is not having a bottle.
But I always have intentions of doing. No, I'm just saying. I always have intentions of doing my own thing, whether I got to come out my pocket for a bottle or not.
Correct.
Because I'm a firm believer in a man is not going to do for you what you're not willing to do for yourself.
Right.
You understand? So, with that being said, if I go out, you guys are already planning to get a bottle. Why me and my friends are going to stand right here and you're not asking us what we want to drink?
Because I didn't come here for your friends. I came
You didn't
for
come
Gorgeous.
here for me either.
I did come here for you.
You didn't know I was going to be there.
The minute, hold on, listen to the scenario.
You
The
didn't know
minute that I
I was gonna
walked
be
in
there.
the door, I approached you and I said everything that
No, you
want.
approached me after.
Oh, Gorgeous.
My
You're
one
making it
thing is
difficult than
that
after.
your friends are most likely not gonna ask for the same requirements.
I'm not
that
gonna
you
lie.
have. Your
Maybe-
friends are most likely not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, you didn't give Gorgeous a cup, so I'm not gonna talk to you."
You know, you might
You
be
know,
right.
so it's like, listen, when this dating game is tough right now. The dating game that we're in right now is very, very tough right
It is
now
very tough.
because the dynamics of it is so, split up. Where it's like, people think that if I come out with my home, no, if you do pay for me and my homegirls, I look at you different. I'm like, oh wow, okay, you did that just to put a smile on my face, cool. You do it one time, cool.
Yeah.
You do it over and over again, me and you are getting deeper. Babe, I'm gonna talk to you about it. I'm gonna tell you this is
That's too much.
I'm not. You don't gotta do this. You want to spend that money on that, babe? Save that money. I'm trying to go shopping this week.
Thank you. And that's
I
what
don't
I'm
have
gonna get at.
expectations because, if I go to a strip club and my man is giving me $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, I'm not about to throw all that money on the strippers, right? It's the same thing.
I don't. That's not the same thing. It's kind of very different.
We're talking about the first interaction, but let's move on, right? So my overall point was this. Just beware of how a man's perspective is going to be. right? When you say certain things. That's
You're
what I'm
right.
saying.
I
That's
might
the
be
only
wrong
thing.
though.
That's
Maybe
the
I
only
have
thing.
a wrong
You
thing.
may have a good heart and be like,
because
oh,
I'm
well,
like, these my girls. They with me.
No, you gotta worry
It's
about
all of
yourself,
us.
girl. Because at the end of the day, listen, this is my girl. I love her to death. She loves me to death. And at the end of the day, we're both always gonna look out for what's best for one another.
That's true.
And I will never hate you. I will never hate her for choosing her decision. She will never hate me for choosing. If they're really your friends, and that's it.
Maybe.
But at the end of the day, she will understand.
Oh.
Whatever decision I make, she'll understand why I make it because she knows me that well.
And
Not
if there's
every
ever
girl will have that.
any girl, one of your girls that comes tell you, well, yeah, that nigga's no good because he couldn't even buy us drinks.
That's
not
the
your
girl.
girl.
Different female,
That is
different
not your
relationship.
girl.
That's different.
Right.
That is not
Like,
your girl.
Right.
I do feel like maybe I'm not selfish enough.
No.
I've had that problem. I've had that. She's and you're teaching me how to be more aware of myself.
Right? Because you're saying opportunistic. I wouldn't be opportunistic, right? Because I'm like, my friends. These are my girls. They my sisters.
But she did prove a point. Not every female will reciprocate that.
But see,
Yeah.
you see, the main point is that
So
y'all having
I'm
that.
with them. If I'm good, they're good, or whatever. But
These
even
guys
if
don't
the
know
men,
you.
if the men are not doing it, whether they're doing it or not, I'm willing to do it. You
So
get what I'm
listen,
saying?
that's-
Or they should be willing to do it. If they're not willing to do it, get the fuck out of my crew.
Listen.
But
Listen, I hear what you're saying, but I just want to show you something. Everything that you're saying between the group of ladies, that inside conversation is great. But if the dude that approached you and you really genuinely like him, he will take it as an opportunistic
how do I
situation
know?
for you.
How do we know if we genuinely like each other on
You
the
would
first
know it.
day?
You would know it. Just like
What
how
do you
said.
mean? The
You
first
know
date
that-
is very important.
You would no. It's not even the first date. The first meeting. Hold on. Yeah, the first date, but the first meeting. Remember, he walked in. The first thing you gave out the choosing. Remember, I said that earlier. You gave out the choosing signals. You said that you're gonna look at him a certain way, and he gonna look back. So y'all made that connection. So that's not even a question, right? That's what you said, right? Right? Right, gorgeous. That's what you said. So now. That's not even the question. Now the question is now. You said that he needs to do everything right, and guess what? So do you.
Okay.
If
And-
you set a certain
I ain't
expectations
gonna
for
lie.
men, you have to also have those same. I say this all the time because of the generation that we're living in. If you, all these women want, oh well, this man, he better have a car, he better have his own place, he better have money, this and the third. Girl, do you have your own car? Do you have your own place? Do you have your own money? Half of the time, these females that are asking for all this shit, y'all don't have that.
Don't got the same shit.
Do y'all have the drive? Are you even working towards a career? Are you even doing anything for yourself? A lot of these women are not doing that, and so in that case, how can you expect a man to sit here and want to give you all of that when you can't even give that to yourself?
I totally agree with
So
that.
let's switch gears real
I
quick,
totally
right?
agree with that.
Or you're not willing to try to do it for yourself.
I totally
Like fuck
agree.
having it, working for it.
Marcus is like, all right, we switching gears.
Right? So I'm gonna take a quick break real quick. 30 seconds. No, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I just gotta fix the camera real quick.
Okay.
Fix the camera.
This shit got deep.
Oh,
I got deep. Wait a minute. Hold on.
I noticed it froze when my face looked like
But
that.
I
on the
still
TV.
have my guys by your bottom. Now let me see. I'm joking.
It's so crazy because y'all really do have the same perspectives, but in a sense, I think it was a different scenario. Okay, I've seen her because off the rip, when it just meeting. Exactly, but you also have to like man kind of thing because I've also seen her say no. But she's the first person to be like, don't worry about
My
it.
child's father or my
I am the
actual
first
man.
person.
Like,
I'll pay for my homegirls, but there's no reason why. Even if I'm dating him, even if it's like somebody that just pulled up on me and all of a sudden just wants to talk to me, and why do you need to pay for my homegirls?
I'll pay for them if they're short, but then I'll complain to you about it.
Gonna dig this.
I know, and you complain about it. It's like, listen, I'm that kind of woman that's like, yeah, I'm still independent. I can. And this guy that I'm dating, he's like, oh, I love the fact that you want me to be married because I'm just not married. And we're all just like, okay, cool. He's been taking care of me.
Shaking and make me bone shaking and make me bone shaking and make me skull upset.
No, dance it.
Yeah.
But even when you're doing it on the first impression, it's not a good look. It's not a good look when you're sitting here and trying, like, why would anybody try to wife you up or try to even entertain a conversation with you when
But
you're
this is the
sitting
thing.
here just trying to get yourself and your other home?
No,
gonna be
this
like, oh,
is
this is
the
what
thing,
they do.
though.
This is
Because
what they
the
do,
man
you know?
already is doing that. You're just gliding into what he's already doing. So I don't see
So
it as,
do you want to go be
you're not
everybody
asking-
else?
No, it's not about being everybody else. It's about what he's already doing.
All right, so time out.
Oh, okay.
Are we ready?
Yes, we're ready.
No. Oh,
We're ready.
wait. No, I was gonna. All right, go ahead.
Are we ready? So we're gonna switch gears real quick, right?
Okay.
So now, do
We
you
look
think-
like we got really in this. Look
We're like so
We
into it as fuck.
So now, do you think women know how to de-escalate a situation when it goes south with their man, a significant other? I can't believe they're doing that right now. Do you think that women are really good at de-escalating a situation when they go south with their man?
What south in what way though?
Like, there's an argument
No.
about to start.
No,
I don't think so.
absolutely
All right,
not.
I think women are terrible.
I think the main difference between a man and a woman is logic and emotion.
Okay.
And I think that women run on logic. They're gas,
No,
whatever
you
fills
think
their
they run on feelings.
Excuse me, emotion.
Yeah, okay.
I think women, what fills their gas tank is emotion, and what fills men's gas tank is logic. So once a female can conquer having a conversation or proposing an argument, and when I say argument, I don't mean based off anger, I mean based off of just stating a debate, like an argument, a synonym of it, where you're speaking off of facts and strictly facts, and you're eliminating emotion, you're able to convey a better response from a man, or convey your point better to a man. And men, vice versa, in retrospect, if they're able to convey, like speak from an emotional standpoint, a woman will absorb it better. But the fucked up thing is, most people are so fixated on their own brain, they won't think in that retrospect. So, essentially, I forgot your fucking question. Sorry, I spit bars and I forgot.
Essentially, I forgot.
What you said, though?
That's how you know the wine is hitting too hard,
What
right?
you said, though? I spit philosophy.
It's that Sutterham, y'all.
Yeah, I love Sutterham.
You already know.
All right, so do you think
Makes you
women...
forget what you were about to say.
Essentially, I forgot too.
Right? Do you think women are good at de-escalating situations that go...
Oh, yes, the approach. So, the approach was logic. Excuse me. So, if more women were to approach a situation with logic and retrospectively speaking, if a man would try to de-escalate why their female or their woman is angry, they would take an emotional standpoint. So no, I don't think women are good at de-escalating situations unless they have mastered that.
I mean, yeah, right, mastered. Because I think it also goes according to how wise you are and knowing what you want out the situation. If I argue with this man, is this going to go my way, or is it going to go his way?
You have to know what your way is.
You have to
first.
know what you want, and that's any argument with anybody. Because even in the streets, and I'm gonna kind of like take it off course a little bit.
Okay.
With anybody, you have to always think about it. Everything has a consequence.
Of course.
Everything. So if I argue with a cuckoo person, and I know the cuckoo person got a gun in their pocket, I'm not arguing. If
Right. You got this.
Got it.
You got it.
You got it.
I'm out of here.
It goes the same for your relationship. I think that goes with being wise. You have to know when to shut up. And be
Do
quiet.
women know how to shut up?
No, we
know.
don't need to.
We do know.
We don't need
no,
to.
wise. I know when to shut up.
I told you I was gonna piss you off.
I would sit there and tell you like, okay, yeah, babe. Okay, you're right. You're right. That's what happened because I know what I want to get out the situation. I know where I'm going. I know if we argue, we're not gonna finish nothing.
So you're ready to lose the battle to win the war?
I don't mind. I don't mind because what am I planning to get out of the situation? We both gonna lose, or I'm gonna win, or you're gonna win, or I want you to win, and I need to be quiet sometimes.
What exactly?
So I'm gonna read this comment real quick, right? So
whatever.
Lisa,
if he needs to do something, I need to do
so
something.
hold on, let me read this comment real quick, right?
Calm the situation down.
Elisa Conte said women can absolutely de-escalate a situation.
Again.
Now, that goes into
Okay.
you right now, right?
So I absolutely believe that the right woman can de-escalate a situation.
Between her man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like for example, listen, I feel like if a man is able to come to you and tell you what's up, and instead of fucking throwing this whole fucking table on him, you're gonna sit here and try to sit there and really understand where he's coming from and really understand him as your partner, then you're gonna be able to de-escalate that. Babe, and a man that really appreciates you, because there's a lot of men that you can do that for, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I tried that with my man, and he never did this. That's not the right man for you. Because a man that really fucks with you and really cares about how you feel, if you're being submissive to him and then you're showing him that side of you where you're like, he sees that you're a tough ass bitch and everything that you are in the streets, but to him you're a different person, and you come to him and you're giving him the opportunity to sit here and tell you, babe, this is why I am the way that I am. Come on now. So I feel like absolutely a man can sense who they can come to and tell them the truth to, and who they can't come tell the truth to.
So the reason why I asked that question is because like a lot of times I've run into situations, I know a lot of men have run into situations where they're trying to de-escalate a situation, right? But then it's like the minute the man takes a step back to be humble, it's like green light for a woman to be like, oh, I'm gonna go hard.
In what sense?
Well, oh, he's taking a step back. Well, I need to press on whatever situation.
On him
Yeah.
or on fucking other niggas or what?
No. Press on.
Right. Like what's the
a lot of niggas.
What's the premise?
Right. The premise is like, okay, cool. Simple argument. Why'd you put butter on my toast when I didn't want no butter? Hold on. Cause my bad, babe. I didn't know you didn't want butter on your toast.
That's not an argument. You sad. You need therapy.
Hold on. Now, I'm just using that as an example. But now, most women, I believe, a lot of men believe, they will take that opportunity to go harder in a situation, in an argument, to say, well, you know what? You should know I ain't want butter on my toast. You ain't been paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Where have you been? Why you acting like that? And things like. And I'm only exaggerating a lot of different scenarios, but that is a scenario that is far too common in women.
That's OD.
That is OD, so that's the reason why I asked.
Yeah.
Do women know how to de-escalate? Do women know how to sense when a man that says, hey, you know what, I'm not going to come at you with that same energy that you're coming with me?
Absolutely.
And absolutely. Do women know how to come?
I need to FaceTime my man right now so he can tell you how good I treat him.
Okay, got you. What you got to say, Gordon? What you got to say?
I think men don't know how to allow a woman to be a woman, because men these days are extremely argumentative.
Who's argumentative?
Zesty, what is it called? Zesty.
Whoa.
Zesty.
How is
Zesty is argumentative.
Hold on. What makes a man zesty? What makes a man?
When they always want to argue with a female.
Ask that question.
When they always want to argue with a female, you're zesty. Why are you arguing with a female? When a man wants too much from a woman, you're being zesty. Like
when you argue about scenarios that never occurred, like what if you did that? They had looked at you that way. Like stop arguing with me about stuff that never happened.
Let Gorgeous about to tell y'all what the real zesty is.
Thing, but they sound zesty.
Not
them, but the guys go zest.
So a man open up his feelings and tell me what's on his mind that's zesty?
No.
That's what it sounds like. He's telling you what he's on his mind.
Thank you for proving my point. Opening up and telling me about your feelings is one thing. Reacting impulsively and acting like a little bitch is another. Okay. Because you're not gonna turn around. Listen, I don't like the way you did that because it made me feel disrespected. All right, fine. You're speaking to me with logic, sense. You're getting your point across, but telling me that I'm an attention whore and I do this, or like something like, oh, you thirsty?
Okay, we go.
This is my thing. I think that a lot of men, there's some weird type of mumbo jumbo of what women and men are supposed to do.
Absolutely.
That is correct. Are you talking about roles?
Yes.
So what's wrong with gender roles?
There's these pronouns.
Wait. What's wrong with gender roles? You want a man to
almost-
provide, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so that's a gender role.
We're talking about what we want, right? We're cool with
Okay.
those regular gender roles, but there's a lot of confusion going on about what, how a woman is supposed to react and how a man is supposed to react. The old way and traditional way of how it's supposed to be is a man is supposed to be chill. A man is supposed to be laid back.
In control of
Express your
temper.
feelings, but let me be the bitch.
And a woman is supposed to be conservative, respectful.
I can be
discerning,
conservative. I can be
submissive,
all of that.
feminine.
I'm very much
Okay,
so that.
so now if you're gonna get into
But
it, let's get into
I
it.
have to get into
Don't
a
open up my
comfortable.
book.
I have to get into a comfortable space to be that. So you have to allow me to get there.
You should already be there. With that.
We're hot.
No. You should already be. Yeah. Now it's about to get
It's a
spicy,
million
right?
and one.
Right? Wait.
Finish that.
Wait. Hold on. Let me finish the sentence real
How?
quick. If you're gonna be feminine, then there is no place that I can do to take you out to be feminine.
And if you're gonna be a man,
Wait. So if you're already feminine, there is nothing that I can do to take you out or put you in. That means is your femininity is not conditional.
so then why are men interchangeable?
No.
Why
you're
at
not-
home can they act a certain way, but at the office they can
My
act another
femininity
way?
is conditional.
Okay.
I will
Again,
open up to a man and I will give him my I swear to
got
God.
spicy.
The person that I deal with, I swear to you, everybody else, and when my friends see me like this, I'd be like, I feel some type of way because I'm like, damn, they don't see me like this. And then when they see me around my man, they're just like, or the person I'm dealing with, they're just like, oh, damn. And they see a whole different side of T. And then he sees a whole different side of T. And I'm just like, yeah, like, I am a softie. I am this kind of person because I'm opening up to you because I see everything you do for me. I see everything you do for my daughter. I see everything you do for my friends. I see everything that you do in general just to put a smile on my face. I don't care about the money. I don't care about none of that.
What's important?
I just
Yeah,
care
but there's
about
the
that.
other side to that coin.
Crazy.
There's the other side to that coin because if you move the wrong way, I will shell up the shield, everything will.
And as you
activate.
should. If a man is not doing for you what he needs to do for you, I used to tell this man all the time, if you could, you would. And he would fight me all the time when he was with his wife. You know? Like, okay?
Wait. You was dealing with a man.
Hold on, wait.
And it just got spicier. Wait.
And now we spilling the frijoles.
So wait. Hold on.
I was a mistress.
So wait. You was dealing with a man that was already married.
No,
correct?
I was a mistress, and
Wait.
yeah.
Don't say that. He's the
Okay.
mister. He's the
Okay.
mister.
But okay,
So-
yeah.
so
It's
you
okay, I
dealing
was
with-
bringing heat to her.
So
So
now-
now she wants to bring me heat, that's fine.
So you was dealing with a man
I'm
that was
gonna
already
follow you on Instagram
married.
after this.
We friends forever. That's why I love the fucking breezy angels.
Wait.
Oh my
So wait, see, mommy, wait. Focus now, right? So how did that go? You're dealing with a man that was already married, and your turn.
I was dealing with a man that was already married. He, wasn't happy in his marriage or whatever it was, but, he came and he showed me a whole completely different life. A whole completely different light and circle of what I was used to. I was dating people, yes. I was dating someone prior to him or around the same timeline that I was dating him. And it's just ironic that at the same time I got into some crazy shit with the person I was dating with, and his wife caught us texting. Okay? And so his wife caught us on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
Caught him.
But
Caught him. You single.
But
Caught him, not you.
Focus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But at the end of the day, listen,
I'm sorry.
She's so stupid. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
he's given me a lot more than any of these single men out here are out here giving. Like, I tell him straight up, like, listen, I've accepted everything that you came with. His wife caught us straight up in the spot. We weren't fucking in nothing.
Don't even get me started.
But we were straight up in the spot. Like, you walking in and you're like, oh, you have a nigga in my crib?
Mm-hmm.
Type of shit. That's how she walked in with the mother, too, on top of that.
Oh.
And so I was just
what
like,
did you do? Were you naked?
no, we weren't fucking yet.
Wait.
No, we weren't fucking at that point yet. But he wanted me to come to his crib. And I was just like, you sure she's not in the club? He's like, no, she's at her mom's house sleeping. We're taking a break. So I said, okay. I pull up, homegirl. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. We hear homegirl downstairs with the mother. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what do we do, babe? What do we do? What do we do?
Hide under
He's
the
like,
bed.
oh, this is not good. This is not good. I swear to God,
This is not good.
I'm like, bro, what do we do?
Oh, it's
so I grabbed my Montclair that he bought me. And I closed the door behind me, and she was right there. She's like, no, I just want to know what he said to you. And I'm like, girl, he really didn't tell me nothing about you, if you want to be honest, because he really never did. But she knew about everything, and she's like, you know, at the end of the day, if you're okay with allowing that kind of things, and listen, if that was my husband, it was either or, and I was gonna win you over. There's no way that another bitch is gonna take it from me, and if I would have allowed that, it would have been done at that point. Marcus is over here like,
you gonna get pow pow pow,
Yeah,
right?
This is
right,
twice.
and we gonna stay outside the park, right?
So listen, this is twice that this is actually the second show in this studio that another woman has confessed to dealing with a married man.
I love married men. He treated me so good.
Men. Okay,
you
let's
have
say
no
this.
idea. He treated me so good. He set my expectations.
Married men really know how to treat their mistresses.
He set my expectations up to like from the men that I was dealing with, and I'm like, I don't care if he's fucking married. At this point, it's a fucking competition, bitch. At this point, who the fuck is gonna get him first? Because
it's a pageant.
Now he's treating me how I want to be treated. He's not happy with you. He's happy with me. So at this point, what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
I bring up his wife, his kids, and how I'm going to church.
But you know what it is? You know what's so whack? The legalities of where and the pettiness of where wives go to. Listen, if I was a wife, I'm gonna try to get all that money. But I'm gonna also still have that pride to be like, listen, you cheated on me multiple times with her. Bro, I'm gonna take all your money. I'm gonna take whatever I can get, and I'm dipping out of this.
So now you see why men
now you
are
homeless.
scared
You
of
gotta
marriage,
find out if she
right?
really love you.
Hold on,
You
ladies.
should be scared of
Hold on,
marriage.
ladies, right? Hold
You
on,
should
ladies.
be.
Hold on, Z. So now you see why men are scared of marriage, because it's never in a man's favor when things go wrong, right? We gotta pay child support. We gotta pay alimony.
They had no kids.
And wait. We gotta pay child support. We gotta
Let's
pay
make
alimony.
that clear.
Listen up.
What the hell?
Hold
did I
on.
get myself
Focus,
into
focus,
here?
focus, focus,
Wait a
focus,
minute.
focus,
Okay,
please,
okay.
focus, please.
I'm setting out.
We gotta pay child support. We gotta pay alimony, and we might have to pay back taxes depending on how good your ex-wife credit is. We gotta pay the divorce fees.
Consequences cost a lot of money. I know.
We gotta pay divorce fees, right? So with that being said, we're gonna go into a quick break, right?
Consequences cost a lot of money. That's the big consequences.
Consequences cost a lot.
If you
of
want to
money.
get divorced, you can get divorced, but it's gonna cost.
We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come right back.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking.
That was
So sorry. Let me go grab her because I need to talk to her.
I know you gonna dig this.
Yo, Tarek. Arcade chat.
Bone shaking and contaminate this. Bone shaking and contaminate this. Bone shaking and contaminate this. Skull upset. No, done set. Back at the class, man, on the subject. England gal in order to be my one rough. But you know, drunk yet. Drift the corner and make she get upset. Yo, I'm money on the subject. Your money on the subject. Ooh, ha, he.
Yo, Tiger.
DJ Easy run the show.
Arcade Chat.
Bone shaking and comes and make the skull upset. No, done set. Back of the class, man, on a subject. England girl, and I'll be my one rough. But you know, drunk yet. Drift the cone now, and make she get upset. You want money on the subject. You want money on the subject. Grab card, bad dad, spin down, low fried. Ha ha, silence, hold on, client. PDF file ready, new pan belly, can't hold pan belly. 9 years now, send him down. Me have the soul, she's skull of good credit. Bum shaking her comes and make the skull upset. No, done set. Back of the class, man, on a subject. England girl, and I'll be my one rough.
Touch the Road Records.
Yes, we are.
Hey, Breezy's Angels.
Yeah, Breezy's Angels has been
In the house. T Mommy and Z.
What up, gorgeous?
They're gorgeous right next in the middle.
Hi, you guys.
Oh
Okay.
my
Easy
God.
Marcus on the side, you know?
It's been a ride. It's been a ride. It's been a ride.
Yeah.
Right? So,
He loves us.
T Mommy.
It's been a lift.
Right? So,
Why you gotta be mean?
huh? So I know you said you want to talk about something, and I'm gonna give you the platform to speak about it. I want you to talk about your history with married men.
Oh, wow.
What is your history with married men? Let's talk about it. Let's get into it real quick, right?
I've been scared. I've never done that. What you talking about?
Me? Darling.
So, the
Let's
floor,
do it.
the stage is yours.
I've been dealing with a married man for October, November. It's safe to say about 6 months now.
Shout out to Tony.
Shout out Everybody loves him. I love him too.
Tony's the best brother you could ever buy.
Okay, let's talk about it. Give T Mommy the floor.
Okay, so he bagged me one day. I was smoking outside my crib, and he just happens to be the delivery service, the weed delivery service around my area. And he was just like, "This bitch is out here smoking weed, and it's not my weed." So it's door hash, by the way. So yes.
Do you like it?
Yes. Door hash, by the way. But yeah. So he pulled up on me and he gave me a free sample, and I was like, he gave me a little free eighth, and I was like, okay, and never hit him up. 3 months later, in October, we started talking again, and ever since then, we kind of just, he is married. He wasn't happy, and we kind of built something very deep and intimate, and it's just kind of been like crazy because people think that I'm a home wrecker. People think that I'm over here like, listen, I didn't wreck any home that didn't need to be wrecked.
Right, you just a demolition company.
This man was not happy, and he needed to be happy because we all deserve to be happy at the end of the day. We all deserve to be happy. Like, it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, like, men, and listen, I talk to this man, and I'm like, I'm just like this. I'm like, oh my God, baby. Wow, you look so good. Thank you, baby. And he's like, I swear to God, he's like, wow, I haven't heard this in so many years. That's why you women be fucking up.
I haven't heard this in so many years.
Yes. That's why you women be fucking up, because these men, you be having these husbands, and it's like, yeah, you want to be around women. If you want to be married, you want to be around women that are married. These women forget how to be wives. These women forget how to do all the things that a man requires. I have homegirls that are literally, oh my God, I'm not okay with your lifestyle. But her man is over here on my lives all the time. And I'm always twerking on my lives. So why is he coming on my lives?
Okay.
Okay? So, I don't love married men, but I understand y'all.
But you would take them.
Can I say something?
I'm gonna take one because I'm gonna take him for me eventually, and if he fucks with me, he's gonna love me, and he's gonna protect me, and he's
he's gonna leave his situation.
Can I say something?
And he did.
And he did.
Okay.
I've dealt with a married man before for like almost 2 years. He bought me 2 foreign cars, paid outright.
Wow.
And I still sent him home with his family. And you know, thank you.
Because you didn't love him.
It's not about loving him because he did everything for me and he was building me and he was investing into me. It was about me knowing what it is to take a father from the home with children. And I do have morals at the end of the day, and I'm not a homewrecker.
That wasn't your responsibility.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy that you just said that. No, I want to work.
My guy doesn't have any kids.
Wait, let me just say. No, let me just say that. Let me just say that from a different. Let me like hit y'all with the left field because my brother was technically the homewrecker. He got with my best friend who was pregnant with somebody else's child. She was married, but swept her off her feet with a motherfucking Swiffer, my nigga. Like, took her off. Whoop. And now take my nephew, would have been my nephew anyway, because I was my best friend since high school. My nephew but that's now my mom's grandson, firstborn grandson. Fuck the DNA. Fuck the Indian culture. Fuck the Islamic everything background. We accepted, and fuck accepting, that's our firstborn. That's the reason I have my son, because my best friend did it, I'm gonna do it too. We were pregnant together.
Man has done things for me that nobody else has done for
But
me.
technically, my brother was the home wrecker. Technically, he was the home wrecker.
I don't know, but my thing is, karma's a bitch.
You gotta pay for your homegirl.
Nah, they got 4 happy kids. They got 9 acres in Texas.
It goes back to him saying being opportunistic. Maybe I was opportunistic, but I looked at it like this. He's married. He and his wife good. I'm not gonna treat him good at the end of the day. And I hope he's not listening to this, right?
Oh, he's listening.
I hope
he's
not listening.
27 people
Please
on
don't be listening to
Somebody
this,
listening.
because I do appreciate
Nah,
you.
my brother got 10 acres in Texas.
Let me tell you
something.
something. Let me tell you something. 2-carat gold ring, 2 fully paid for foreign cars, money in my pocket, building up my credit, my lifestyle, everything. I still didn't take that. Man was looking at a house for us to move on, leave his wife, and I still sent him back home with his wife.
Why?
Trust. It was because I seen my little brother and my little sister.
Because you didn't love him.
It wasn't about loving him. I did love him because somebody who put me on the map like that, it made me so comfortable and made me so like I'm on top of the motherfucking world. I don't have a care in the world. I don't have a worry in the world. He was not the right thing for me. I wanted my own thing.
But
you
it took
understand what I'm
you 2
saying?
years to find that though. So,
Right. No, it took me 2 years to go into that fucking disaster. But that was karma was a bitch, right? I fell into some bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, I still sent him back home with his wife and his family, and
but
let
he's
him
not
be
happy
him.
there. He's miserable.
And that's okay.
So gorgeous.
He can choose to separate from her on his own, but
And
I'm
if
not
he
gonna
did
be
that,
the
and he
motherfucker
would
to
have
do
been
that.
with you, would you have been okay with him being with you?
No, because it's up to.
Okay, so
it's up to
therefore the whole
let me
conversation
say
is
this.
wrong.
Let me say this. It's up to.
You were just using him then.
I wasn't using him.
You were just using him
I
because
was-
if you would not have a relationship with him, if he was to leave his wife,
He was just using his
and
wife.
his whole situation.
He used her for her. Let me tell you something. Because there's men that use women and there's women that use men. Right? Everybody use each other at the end of the day. It's about using people or misusing each other. You understand?
Mutual exchange.
I probably added some type of excitement or whatever the case is. But at the same time, if you're not respecting your wife, why do I expect you to respect me?
Sometimes people don't marry the right people.
Because you're not his wife.
But then you deal with that separately.
Absolutely.
You do that on your own. You're not gonna bring me into your situation and say I'm the reason. I will never be the reason for you to do that shit.
But nobody, even if nobody was saying that.
I just want to chime in
supposed to put that
real
on
quick.
I'm weak.
Gorgeous, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna chime in real quick, right? But it took you 2 years, and within those 2 years, you got a foreign, 2 foreigns. You improved your credit. You got financial resources, and then out of those 2 years, you moved on. So now, when we talk about opportunities,
It's giving using vibes.
right?
I'm
Hold
sorry.
on, hold on. Not to say.
You call me this whole show.
I still love her. I still love
Listen,
her.
Honestly, that right there is why I love Breezy.
Yo,
I love her.
But he was like, bitch, would you say he used her womb to bear children?
Go hold on real quick.
Y'all the same person.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. One mic, please.
Different
right?
opinions, but you know.
Right? So all I'm saying is that after 2 years, you got your car, you got your farm, you improved your credit. Then you send it back home to his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Yeah. You're welcome, girl.
Now listen. Could we not say? Listen up real quick. Listen up real quick. Could we not say that you were opportunistic in that situation? Because, like T-Mommy said, if he would have left his wife and wanted to be with you, would you have been with him?
He did want to leave his wife.
Did you want to be with him?
I did.
So why didn't you?
Again, my personal experience, me seeing my little brother and sister grow up without their father because of a mistress, made me decide how I was going to have a man treat his own situation.
So, but it took you 2 years for that. 2 years is a very long time.
2 years, he, I don't.
2
first
years
of
is
all,
a very long time for you to be in a situation.
I think she was out doing her, cause he saw some messages in her phone, but
you don't know that though. We're talking about you. Hold on. We're talking about you. You. Right now, gorgeous.
Yes.
Right?
Damn, don't take that from me.
Gorgeous, right? You were in this situation.
Yeah.
You didn't wait 1 month, 6 months, 18 months. It was 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
2 years to the average person will seem like an excessive amount of time for you to say and have to resolve, like, you know what? I didn't want to do this because I saw this happening in my family. Now I'm gonna take the moral standpoint and be like, oh, I gotta back out.
Because my family situation carried on for 10 to 15 years.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. 2 years from the average person.
Maybe
like,
I was opportunistic because I feel like he was an asshole. And God, Lord, hopefully you don't hear this shit.
So you thought that you was his karma?
Maybe I was.
Maybe you weren't. Maybe you wanted the goals, the resources.
Maybe I was the person. And no, he's like I can't say nothing bad about this person. My ex knows about this person. I speak about it somewhat freely when I go into relationships because he treated me and he set my foundation. You understand? And my thing is, he was a full man that just made me very comfortable to be able to do what I needed to do as a woman for myself. So on one hand, I appreciated him, but on the other hand, I looked at him like, damn, you dogging your wife out.
Was he willing to pay for you and your homegirls?
He was willing to pay for me and my homegirls.
Oh, I love those.
We're gonna switch gears real quick.
I don't love those when they not with my pay.
He was willing to pay for me and my homegirls. He was willing to pay for me, my cars, whatever I asked for, I got it. And I decided.
Don't we love those?
No, like my thing is, I couldn't continue with that because I wanted my own. I wanted my own situation. I didn't want my own situation to be disrespecting me in that kind of way.
Absolutely.
And like I said, I came from a family where a mistress took over in that situation, and I see how it damages children.
Mistresses never damages anything other than the simple fact of the fact that
it doesn't just start with you. I mean, these children are.
It starts with the wife, first of all, because why is the man cheating?
It's not about.
I want to know where the wife standpoint is at.
What a woman could do to make a man cheat. The man
yes, absolutely. If you're making that man miserable, if you take that man back after he cheated, but you want to continue to make him miserable,
what about a woman
that
cheat too? It's the same thing about a woman that cheats. Can we carry this on to the next show because?
Time out. We're straying too far off the subject.
Sorry.
We're straying too far off the subject.
I gotta get on camera because my thoughts is coming out.
If a man cheats and a woman allows it to, and you take him back, why the fuck are you giving him hell?
Right.
Time out, T-Mommy. Time out.
I'm sorry.
Listen.
It's too deep for y'all, I know.
Right? You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be on the
We
next
need to
episode.
bring what's her name back. Where she went?
Stop it.
I think she was on my side.
Stop it.
I think so.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it. Stop it. Right?
Okay.
So now, I'm gonna ask you ladies this, right? And this is how we're gonna close out.
Okay.
This is how we're gonna close out, right? Has a man ever talked his way out of having sex with you?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna start off with you, Z.
Okay. This did offend me and embarrass me at first.
Okay.
But yes, I did. I was talking to a man and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like we was laying next to each other. We was like, laying next to each other. You know that thing you do when you're ready to fuck, so you poke your ass out a little bit, so you feel his dick. You know, you want to make sure. You're trying to make sure it gets hard. You feel me? So, and it got hard. So I'm like, what happened? Like, why you not like moving forward with the situation, with whatever's happening? He wanted to turn around and say, "It's not always about that. And now that I know that you're here for that, it makes me look at you a little different." So now I'm like, wait, what did I just look at you a little different? I just walked into something. I just walked into a trap. Cause now the script has all of a sudden flipped, and now I'm the fucking attacker, and I'm a tiny little girl, and you 6'17", and you fucking like this big black dude, like, oh damn, but looking at me like I'm the aggressor. So now I'm kind of feeling insecure about myself. Like, I'm little, my legs is open. Why you not touching me? You know? And then he's like, "Yeah, but I just wanted to, I'm trying to see, like, I'm trying not to feel alone, because I'm used to all this pussy being thrown at me." So, and that's the problem with these females. They just so ready to. Now I'm looking like I'm fucked up. Like, wait, hold on. Like, you're used to being all this pussy being thrown at you, and now you're mad at me for like wanting the same thing. So what did I do wrong? Why? Because I was nice.
What did you do wrong?
Because I thought I was different. Like, I looked different. Like, I don't understand. What did I do wrong? So now I'm going home feeling like I didn't bust a nut. My pink vibrator is still charging. Like all these things. Like, I could have just stayed the fuck home. But.
Okay.
So the married guy had the fucking
Wait, no. We're going down the line. No, not skipping nobody.
No.
Go ahead, gorgeous.
So
have you ever been in a situation where God talked his way out of having sex with you?
I kind of did and didn't at the same time. So I think it was because maybe they heard somebody had a STD and they didn't want to tell me that they were sleeping with multiple persons. Because when I sleep with one person, I sleep with one person.
That's a fact.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And they were like, "Is there a condom?" Da, 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 da. I was like, "Yeah, there should be a fucking condom. Where's your condom?" The fuck? And they were like, just wait. So once they ended up getting their results back, that's when everything like resumed. And I was like, oh, that put me on the game. Like, oh, you was fucking other bitches. Huh?
Wait, but did he talk
You was fucking other bitches, but you didn't want to let me know you was fucking other bitches. So you tried to make it seem like I don't have sex without a condom because I don't want to get you pregnant because you ain't
Well, I mean, were you ready to have a baby at that time?
I was not.
Okay, so maybe he wanted to protect you and himself.
No.
Why not?
Whatever.
No. Why not? See what I'm talking about?
Well, you said you're okay with sharing that.
That is another topic.
I didn't. No, remember I was against it.
You said as long as you don't know.
Did I say I didn't?
No,
I don't
you
wanna
said
know
as long
nothing.
as you don't know.
And I said don't let me find out.
Okay, he did.
Right, as long as you don't know.
That means I'm not really okay with it. Remember, that's that whole truth thing. Like, I'm not.
If you say as long as you don't find out, that means you're okay with it. You
better
just want
not
to be
find
oblivious to it, and you're encouraging his bad habits.
I'm not encouraging shit.
You just don't want to know.
Let me find out because I got bad habits too. Now I'm an attractive female. If I find out about you, you're gonna find out about me.
No, it means no.
I'm just saying.
Hey, mommy, have you ever been? We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in another episode because that opens up so many Pandora's box. Right? See, mommy.
Don't open Pandora's box if you're not ready to open Pandora's box.
See, mommy, have you ever been in a situation to where a man has talked his way out of having sex with you?
No, never. I've never had a man trying to talk his way out of sex with me. Never.
Never.
Instead,
So the box is that good. Okay.
Instead, the opposite. I've had men try to talk their way into trying to fuck me.
Oh yeah, that's
and that's the regular. That's the norm. But you know, at the end of the day, if a man is trying to sit here and trying to pursue me and whatever, I need to see actions. I don't do the words. I don't do DMs. I could give you this and that. Okay, where is my Apple Pay? Where is my Cash App?
See, and
that's just how I am.
Opportunistic one from one nigga to buy bottles.
Oh no, I'm not gonna take that
There
away
is
from
a
nobody.
difference, babe. There is a difference when you're asking a man to sit here and pay.
Dudes will also
for you
say
and your
that
friends.
too.
Or
I'm
when
a
there's
family
some-
person. You either gonna be a family nigga.
Now, dudes will also talk their way out of having sex when they don't want to catch feelings, and I've been told that too.
Go ahead, T, mommy.
I understand why you men are the way that you are. And listen, the women that are out here these days or may not be lit or whatever it is to the caliber that y'all need it to be, but there are good women out here, and there are women that are out here ready to cater to y'all and to take care of y'all.
PSA.
And to do whatever it is that we need to do for y'all, for the right man.
Marcus said we were a good
There is no way why models need to be put in a certain way. Like, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Models are usually, you know, a certain way, but it's okay. But it's fine. But
So listen. So the reason why I have these conversations, right?
Because he loves to bust our balls.
So the reason why I have these conversations is to enlighten conversation between men and women that are probably not having, right? I generally feel like
I don't condone that.
Right? Hold on. I gave you a platform, right? So I generally feel like a lot of men and women are getting together and not having these tough conversations. That's the reason why I try to come up with topics that I think that are relevant to current situations in 2023, right? And I feel like having them on a public platform with different women to share their experiences and me kind of moderating the conversation will probably induce conversation with you and your partner. And that's the overall umbrella, that's the overall goal that I'm trying to reach. So, with that being said, tonight, 9508 Church Avenue. Tonight, 9508 Church Avenue in the lower right of your Instagram feed, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, or whatever you're using, right? Full Fridays. Tomorrow, Carnival Saturdays in the lower left-hand corner, 8920 Avenue D. We will be there. I will be there. Whole host of
We're gonna be in Brooklyn.
Hold on. A whole host of talented Brooklyn DJs will be there. Ronnie Vibes will be there. DJ Ron and Angela will be there. I will be there. DJ Kosi and a whole host, right? So, on the closeout, I'm going to have these beautiful ladies, my left, your right, reintroduce themselves to you, where they can find you, what they got going on, and yeah. So Z, take it away.
Hey, yeah, my name is Zenith, and all right, to close out, follow me on IG, ZEENATH.jpg. I don't know, I'm funny and I can sing and rap, I guess. I don't know what to tell you, so.
Okay. Breezy's Angels.
Hey, you guys. I'm gorgeous. Also known as
Basically,
Sheila.
do y'all see her? Gorgeous, okay?
I don't know which name you guys know me as because I be outside, but, you know, maybe 3 days, 4 days, I don't know. But, you know, like, I do a lot of different things. I'm overall entrepreneur. I'm a really nice person. June 17th, all white event with the top promoters. Roper Dope, shout out to you, Madam.
Am I booked for that event?
In my book?
No, in my book for that event.
I don't know. I'll talk to
you. We're not
Roper.
bringing that up over here. Okay, keep going.
June 17th. Come tip your bottle service, girl. All right.
Nah, go ahead.
But that's kind of it, you know. My Instagram is IAM_gorgeous with 2 S's. I've been on here for a long time, since Hall of Fame. I met a lot of people. I'm really like a nice person and an excellent business consultant.
She's a nice person.
Thank you. We like each other. I love these girls. I like them. It's been a
Hey y'all, I'm T Mommy. T Mommy with 2 eyes _ on Instagram. I am a model, I am an actress, and I am an accountant. Y'all, so listen, any of your needs, I'm a woman of many trades. So whatever you need, I got y'all.
Yeah, if you are
At
artist.
the end of the day though, you know.
Okay. Wait, hold on. If you're an artist, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a female that wants to further your intellect.
Okay.
If you want, wait, hold on. Keep doing that.
That is definitely.
No, but for real though, if you are a model,
definitely going
influencer, entrepreneur, a lot of artists don't know how to handle their finances. It is a blessing when you can come across somebody that is
I am that
well-versed
person.
in both.
If you don't know how to figure out your finances, I am that girl. In general, whatever it is, you need some loving, you need whatever it is, I got you. So
if you need a wake up call at 7:30 in the morning,
make
and help,
sure you
that's
follow
right.
T Mommy on Instagram with 2 eyes _ You know, I'm here for y'all. So we all about making money, making moves. So
Copy.
I love y'all.
Over and out.
Listen, hold on. You want to shake it too? Go ahead. Pop, 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 pop.
Let me stop.
That's gorgeous right there.
She's shaking her ass. She's shaking her booty.
This is good, girl.
Yo, listen.
Good girl.
So now I realize that wine make the wine more than the champagne. So more wine, no more champagne, right? So yeah, thank you, and thank you. I appreciate everybody that's here. I appreciate everybody that's on the live, and we are out.
Hey.
Wow,
That worked out.
that was amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I gotta.
Most of us can sense our society is really sick, and it grows sicker by the day. How did we go from a country founded on God to one devoted to God's destruction? Abortions up until birth, drag queens stripping for children, murder sprees driven by progressive ideology, Joe Biden's office targeting and arresting Christians and ignoring those who murder Christians, all the while praising the trans ideology driven to kill them. I have a hard time explaining all of this. None of it is reasonable or rational. All right. So let's use the Sherlock Holmes means of deduction. What could it be? What if I told you all this insanity is not the result of wokeism that is out of control, but it is connected to an ancient paganistic evil? I know. Sounds crazy. Today, I have a guest that has discovered the blueprint to an age-old menace. As a charismatic minister, he has devoted himself to unveiling the invisible mysteries that dictate our lives. His latest revelation comes in the form of his 7th book, The Return of the Gods. It reveals how the radical transformations of our society today are all part of an ancient pattern, almost like a beast awoken from centuries of slumber. Evil spirits of the old world have found a way to possess our world. I hope you think all of this is nuts, and then you will give the time to listen to what he has to say. You will have an opinion one way or the other at the end of this. Our civilization celebrates the rise of evil every day. Shout and celebrate your abortion. Remember, The devil prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. He is the prince of this world, and he's always looking for new converts to help fight in his war against love and light, and to bring chaos and destruction. The idea of a spiritual battle taking place in the real world does sound crazy. Doesn't to me, because it's the only way I can explain what's happening. And my guest today documents moments in history that are nearly identical to what we are seeing play out in the news today. Some of it is stunning. If we do nothing, we're just as guilty as the German Christians in Nazi Germany, who heard the trains pass their church, and all they did was sing louder to drown out the screams. I invite even the most agnostic among this audience to keep an open mind and welcome Jonathan Cahn. All right, before we get to the interview, it's time to change up the way you buy meat. It just keeps going up and up and up in the grocery stores. Plus, most of the time, you're not getting American meat. You